am Brianna from North Star Games. You just call me Bree. And I am with Jordan, Chelsea, and Sam of Tilted Table. And I'm going to teach you guys how to play Oceans today. Oceans is the newest strategy game from North Star Games.
Not.
And it's currently got 9 more days to go on Kickstarter.
Yay!
We have just surpassed $417,000.
That's incredible.
This is our best Kickstarter to date. And I'm really hyped to show you guys how to play. And yeah. Are you ready to get into this, or you want to talk a little bit about?
Super ready. Bree's just
we'll learn the game first, then we'll talk about other stuff.
Than any of us have ever done.
This confirmed the best intro that we've ever had.
Yeah. Where's Mr. Draco? He usually writes ours first.
Right.
Goofy does. Yeah. After we fail at it.
I know you like to talk about.
I've been away.
Stuff, so,
yeah.
You know,
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Maverick Mark.
We do have one thing special to announce. We have some other things we'll talk about in a bit. But one thing that we do have special to announce is that Bree and the lovely folks at North Star have agreed to do a little bit of a giveaway tonight.
Ooh,
we have some beautiful promo cards that we're going to be giving away that have the amazing art from this game on them. Here, we'll give you all a close-up here so you can see the coolness.
Why are you a ghost?
I chose this one. That's my favorite.
Try to buy some.
Yep, we each of the three of us chose some of our favorite art from the promo cards, and we're going to be giving away all 3 of them throughout the stream, so stick around for a chance to win. If you don't know how giveaways work, do ! Giveaway now, and we'll talk about that more later on in the stream. But right now, let's jump into what this game is all about and how to play.
All right, so if some of you guys out there have played any of our other Evolution games, this is similar, and it kind of is in the same vein where you are you're creating species and you're evolving and you're competing to survive. But a lot of the rules have been completely changed. So what I like to tell people who are familiar with Evolution, just forget what you know. There are some things that are still the same, like you can have 3 traits on a species, and you're competing for these food points, but ultimately this is a totally new game. So if you like the spirit of Evolution, but you want a totally fresh new experience, Oceans is awesome. So,
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, we've got these really awesome trait cards. So like our regular Evolution game and Climate, you're going to be drawing these traits. You're going to be playing them on your species, and you're going to be evolving and changing up your strategy as you go. You'll be making more species and trying to find synergies with your cards and with other people's species.
Sweet. Who out there in chat, show of hey guys, who's actually played an Evolution game before?
I got this.
Just curious to see how many out there have seen this series and are familiar with it. If not, you're in for a treat, because this has perennially been one of our favorite games to play. I think this is now the 3rd time that we've done an Evolution game on stream, so
Awesome.
We keep coming back to it because we love it.
We just won't talk about the Evolution digital stream.
Oh yeah, 4th time. I forgot. No, I
thought you were counting that as the 3rd time.
I was thinking of the original. We did base and then Climate way back in the day, and then I forgot that we'd already done an Evolution stream this year. It's been a long year.
Yeah.
In April.
I'm just giving you heck for it.
That's a good point. This is number 4.
Part of that stream was Bree's cat.
Yeah, the cat.
Bree's cat was the star of that stream.
Yeah.
And also the digital game is super cool. And
yes,
it's free to play. Y'all can download it right now for mobile.
I play it all the time.
Doing it now.
Actually.
Yeah.
And he sends me bug reports.
It's true. Yeah, they have a Discord where you can submit bugs.
That's fun. All right, Oceans, I'm super ready.
You guys ready to get going?
So ready.
Okay. So you guys have been prepped a little bit on the rules, but I can just do a quick recap for everybody that's watching. So essentially, we've got board components here. We've got the reef. These are the ocean cards, or the ocean piles. We have the surface deck, and then we have the deep deck right here. these are species boards. These are what we're going to be using to mark our individual species and their populations. And then we've got these handy dandy little player shields, and these are to shield your points.
You may not see.
Yes, so you'll be, as you
down.
score, you're just going to be putting them behind there.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I see. It's supposed to tilt. I was trying to put it on the flat side. It
doesn't work
tricked
so
me.
well that way.
It did.
It totally works this way. It just doesn't look right.
Jordan was debated.
I got debated. Yeah, that's what happened.
All right, so I'm going to start off by dealing everybody 7 cards.
Woohoo! That's way more cards than Evolutions or other games.
You?
I like having more cards.
Yeah, so you can cheat.
Exactly.
Hacks.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my basic strategy.
He's
in
like, I
all-
keep the extra cards up my sleeve.
That's my basic strategy in all
I
the
have
other
6.
games is like figure out how to draw
6.
more cards.
I also have 6.
6 or 7.
I also have 6.
Oh, sorry, 7.
She has 7.
Sorry about
but no. Hacks.
Cheating. No.
Okay.
Okay,
Kate Samar.
good.
I like it.
All right, so we're at 7.
Okay.
So effectively, what we're going to be doing is we're each going to be taking our turn, and we're going to be going through all of the phases. So rather than taking a turn through one phase, then going around the table, you're just going to do everything on your turn. So the things that you're going to do are you're going to go through your play cards phase. Then you're going to be doing your feeding phase. So you're going to be creating your species, feeding your species. Then you're going to be doing your aging phase, which is you're scoring 1 off of your little species board here into your score pile. And then you're going to check to see if any have gone extinct. So if ever your board is empty at the end of your turn, you've gone extinct.
Got it.
And then your draw phase. So you will be discarding as many cards as you like out of your hand, and then you can draw up to 7 again. So that's effectively what we're going to be doing. It's really easy. And we're going to determine a random person to start. So
That's my cue.
that's your cue. Get out the app.
Kate Bots,
Oh,
I missed
gosh.
you too last week.
All right. Cue Schwazi. Let's see who
What?
will win.
What?
Finger on the thing.
What?
This is the greatest way to find out who goes first. Product plug.
What?
And it's Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty goes first.
Hacks.
Now,
What do I do?
now we
All
know
right,
who
so
goes
you want
first.
to take a look at
Yay.
your hand of cards.
Okay,
You can,
all right.
since we are pre-Cambrian explosion,
Yes.
you can only play 1 surface card action. So you want to take a look at
And
your
these
cards.
are all surface cards.
These are all surface
Okay.
cards. And you just want to start a new species. So to start a new species, you just choose a card and place it down and grab a little marker here, and that goes right next to it. And yeah, I would, if I were to give you some starting advice, you might not wish to go like Apex Predator turn 1 because none of us have species out or anything that you can attack.
Nothing to eat.
Nothing to eat. If you have a card in your hand, like this one, where you don't have a foraging or an attack value, that's the little green icon or the red icon, that just means you're a base 1, like you can just forage 1 or attack for 1. So even if it doesn't have a number value, you can still eat.
So I can play a trait.
Mm-hmm. You just
Okay.
play
Oh,
the
these
trait
are all
down, and
traits. My
they're all
bad.
traits, yeah.
I've only played evolution twice. Okay. All right. And the black background is defensive, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so is that what if it's a defensive trait, the number in the bottom center is like its defense or something?
So the
With the
number in the
shell.
bottom left card,
Alright.
or bottom left
I'm
corner.
gonna
Aha.
play inking
Yes,
because
got
I
it.
think it's cute. I inked.
Cool. So you play that down, and then you grab a little species board. And now
Alright.
to start it,
Mhm.
you get to take 1 from the ocean
Mhm.
and put it on the little eggs. So that's just your freebie
One
starter.
Fish.
Okay.
Amazing.
Now you go into your feeding phase.
Okay.
So since there's no value here, you can either attack for 1 or you can forage for 1. There's nothing to attack yet since you're going first, so you would just take 1 from the reef. That's this card right here.
Do the colors of the fish
wait,
matter, or are they
hold
just
on. Do I get to play a second card?
Nope.
So
It's got the extra card icon.
So if it has another icon like this, if you have another card in your hand with that same icon,
like an add-on.
yeah.
So they like.
But you can't chain them up into a 10.
Okay.
Cool. So you can play that.
Okay. I have transparent inkers.
What?
Oh yeah, super cool.
I love
Alright.
it.
And they just go next to each other.
I like to stack them like this, so you can see all the trays. That kind of works pretty
You
well.
just don't need to see the art.
I like to see all
So what does
the art.
transparent do?
Cannot be attacked if there is population in the reef.
Cool.
So as long as the reef
Doubly
isn't empty.
defended.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, now you can do your forage phase, your feeding phase.
Okay, so I still only get one,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes from this.
It comes from the reef.
Does
Okay.
color matter?
No, color helps to count out the correct number of fish for the game, but otherwise it's pretty colors.
Cool.
Yeah.
They are pretty colors.
So then you do what's called the aging phase. So you get to score one. So you get to take one off of the card and put it behind your shield. Nothing goes extinct, and now you can discard as many cards as you want.
All right.
And you now have the option to draft a card from the deep. So yeah, these are really cool cards. They're pretty powerful. Note this number in the lower left corner. That is a pay cost. So you can draft this into your hand, but when you play it, you need to pay this amount in victory points. So fish from behind your shield, you have to pay those to put these into play. That kind of balances out the power. You can't actually play these until the Cambrian explosion, but you can keep drafting them, and they don't count toward your hand size.
Oh, they don't.
They don't. So you could have 7 of these regular cards, and then you can also have deep cards in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's 3 out here right now, but if none of these appeal to you, you have the option to draw 3 off the top and take one.
Oh.
So you could go
and then where
for-
did the other 2 go?
You get to put them face up and cover other cards that you might not want other people to have access to.
Ooh. Oh man.
So.
Okay. All right. So, but I
many
have
choices.
to garbage these first, or it doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters. I think you
Okay,
can. I
'cause
think you
these
can
are-
purchase from
yeah.
them. Yeah, they don't add to your hand size. So.
Right. Okay.
Also, I think we have one of our designers. I think
Beethoven Goldfish.
Beethoven Goldfish. I
Beethoven?
think that's Ben Goldman. He's one of the designers.
Welcome.
Called out.
Woo! Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate having you here.
So what does he say? He's saying they should be face up the whole time so you know what is coming.
Oh, I think he's talking about these, maybe.
These guys?
I don't
She
think so.
started them face
Or
down and
something.
revealed them when the ocean sections became empty. And then
Yeah, you're talking about these ocean events? To avoid the nasty surprise.
Oh, I love nasty surprises.
the small event cards. That's what he's
I'm
talking
just
about.
saying.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, I can turn them face up.
All right.
So the first card is Biodiverse Reef. Species get +2 to foraging.
Ooh. Okay.
And then the next one is Inhospitable Environment, Aging +1. So you'd be scoring 2 per species card.
Oh.
Rather than
Which means
just
they
one.
could die faster.
Yeah, they could.
Okay.
They could die
Interesting.
All right. I'm gonna take, and I can only have one of these.
Yes.
By the way, for those of you who are wondering how we're using the gong this week, I think what we may have decided is to ring the gong every time a species dies to commemorate their passing.
We'll mourn your loss.
Yeah.
All right.
I might also ring it every time I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
take-
it.
Yeah, Sam's also we put it in front of Sam, which was a mistake.
I'm gonna take
Mistakes were made.
gigantic,
All right.
and I assume I refill that.
Yeah. And
All right.
what did that card do that you drafted?
Gigantic is +7 when attacking if the target has no defensive traits.
What?
Nice.
Yeah. Well,
That's
don't worry about it.
gigantic.
Don't worry about it. And now I'm gonna dump some, but I think you can.
Do
start your
gong
turn.
away. Nice, Travi.
Ooh. Okay, so I can play things like this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So grab yourself a species board, and then you get your starter population that comes from the ocean, closest to the reef. There you go. And then you get to do your feeding phase. So filter feeder is pretty cool. You're gonna get a huge amount of food all at once, just like a huge baleen whale or something. You get 5 food that you forage, but he's gonna risk overpopulating quickly.
Wait, what does that mean?
Enjoy your brand new sub, Ben.
So if you look on your little cards, you're gonna see a
Thanks
skeleton
for being here.
in the fish. So what happens is you can eat up to that amount, but your species can only support a certain number in your ecosystem. So it's very thematic. If you get too great in population, you're going to end up dropping down. So when you place the last fish into the little fish skeleton, then you kind of wipe out and you drop all the way back down to 5, and all the excess fish go back into the reef.
So if you eat too much,
if you eat too much, yes. So there's a certain strategy toward how you're going to be attacking and eating. And
Interesting. Okay. Oh, because you only feed one species. Got it.
So then I can score.
Yep. And now you can do your draw phase, so you can choose to you can draw a deep card.
Okay, that does seem wrong. That's weird.
So
Unknown.
I'll read out what we have now, so that
that does seem wrong though, but unknown.
Yeah, Maverick, that's the spirit.
Good job.
Okay, so we've got Tentacle Leech. It goes left and right. Before your feeding phase, leech 1 from both adjacent species. That means you get to leech population off of them. Tail Whip may have 1 extra trait, so you get 4. When attacking, take 1 population from each species with schooling adjacent to the target.
Hey, Kufistus. Welcome to the table. Thank you for that follow.
And then last we have Flight. It's got a cool flying fish on it. Can only be attacked by species with speed. Ignores all defensive traits on species without deep trait.
So
Flight.
I just realized that we had a stream
terrible
snack
candy
left over that is entirely relevant to tonight's stream.
Oh my gosh,
which is
Swedish
tropical Swedish fish.
Oh, they're so bad.
And
they're really awful.
They were not the worst candy that we had, but they're still here because they were not our favorite.
I think me and Steve rated them the worst.
I could swear in the rule book somewhere it says that if you ever run out of fish and you need to supplement extra fish, I think it says use Swedish fish or use the fish crackers or something.
Nice.
Which
like
gave me
goldfish.
a bit of a chuckle.
I like it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So
generic Swedish fish.
What do we discard to?
Gosh. I don't know.
We could just start a little discard pile right here.
You didn't discard anything.
I didn't discard anything.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you have a card that specifies a species to its left or right, does that only apply to your own species, or does it apply to the species of the people to your left or
That's
right?
a great
I was wondering
question.
that too.
Both.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just literally we are making one continuous
big
circle of species. Okay,
That's another thing that's totally different from evolution.
and that's why I wanted to ask, because strategically that makes things very interesting.
Especially, if you consider that you have a filter feeder
Right.
on this side. So if you had a card like Whale Cleaner, it would be really handy.
Which
Yeah.
you just discarded.
And
No, it's fine.
I think I know the answer to this, but what exactly does leeching do?
So the way leeching works is if you're basically going to leech population from the species next to you. So it could be your own, or it could be another player.
Okay, so you're actually stealing their population.
You're stealing it, yeah.
So it's kind of like an attack, but not, because it's not.
It's kind of like that, but in the game it does not count as an attack.
Right,
So
so
if there
the
are cards that
defensive
prevent
traits
attacks,
don't.
it doesn't
Cool.
protect against leeching.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I believe it's if the population is greater, I think is what the card text says.
Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? I may or may not have a card that says leech on it. I just made that word up totally.
Right.
We're going to go with
Keith. if you are on iOS, we appreciate the subscription, but it's actually going to cost more because it has to go through the Apple Store. So.
Get sub on iOS.
Yeah. Oh, you can't sub on iOS.
Are you?
I thought it was the same as.
She's just making stuff
No, he
up.
asked. He asked. I thought it was the same as Android.
It's not available.
You can't
right now.
subscribe unless you go to mobile web.
Yes.
Here,
Unless you go to what?
Mobile web. Like if you open it in your
That's how you
browser.
do. Well, that's what the question was. Did you see the question?
Well, now I saw the
Open
question.
it in your browser.
Here, hold
Yes.
on. I got it.
In the app, you cannot. Which is what his question was. You cannot subscribe.
Provide
in the
link.
app.
Provide
We got
link.
that one.
There we go.
All right. I think it's your turn, Jordan.
Yes, I am going to go with. We're gonna go with
Cucumber.
speed. I'm a speedy fish.
So this is kind of cool. You can choose to attack, or you can choose to forage.
Yes.
On your turn.
Ding a
and
ding.
you also get a defense of 2.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Jordan's on speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, your starter fish, that should come from the ocean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Great.
Other
Oops.
side.
Nope, he
Oh
can
look.
start it.
It immediately dies.
Hey,
Okay.
pro strats.
So I have evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feed. So I would either attack or forage.
Yeah, and
Right.
the way attacking works, it's really easy. You just determine who you're going to attack, and you just take their fish.
Right. So there's nothing stopping me from attacking Sam's fish right
Nothing. Yeah.
Great.
In fact, that's
You're welcome.
your only option because.
Right. There
Or
are
you
many
could
things
forage.
stopping me. I could forage, or I could just take your fish. This is cool because it kind of avoids the thing you get locked into in other evolution games where you have a carnivore and everyone has defensive traits and then it just dies because it can't feed. This one actually can just feed
Yes.
or attack. I like it.
Cool.
It's very cool.
So now you would just score 1 for
Yes.
your aging,
So, bloop.
and then nothing goes extinct.
Yay!
So now you can choose something from the deep deck, and then you can do your discarded draw phase.
Is there a disadvantage to aging more quickly?
Yes. So, for example, if you did not get to feed this species at all on this round, and you would have to age, and then you would end up going extinct because you would take. Yeah. So you have to be careful that when we go to inhospitable environment, when you're aging too, you want to always stay ahead of that, so that you're not causing your species to go extinct from scoring.
Cool. All right. Good to know.
This is tough.
Jordan thinks the game is tough.
Well, there are 2 cards out here that do the exact same thing, just to different degrees, and it's not clear which one is better since it could affect your own species as well.
Thanks for the Prime sub.
Thank you, Keith Estes.
Hey!
We appreciate that Prime sub. You know what? I'm gonna just go with the cheaper option and see how that turns out. So I'm gonna get Tentacle Leech, which allows me to. Or, it's not a may, it just happens, right? Before your feeding phase, you leech 1 from both adjacent species to your left and right,
Yes.
Made it.
which is pretty cool.
That's why it matches.
Could get out of
are
hand real
cool.
fast though. And then I can discard if I want to get rid of anything.
Yeah.
But since I don't know what the value of these cards are right now, I think I'm going to keep everything and just draw. If I could have a card, please.
You may.
Thank you, Amazon Prime. That's right. Exclamation point Prime, probably. That's probably a command.
And Chrome. Yes. And Sam for correcting me.
And Sam.
It's kind of like it's his job.
It's kind of like
What
it's
a
my job.
weirdo.
All right.
It's true.
So it's my turn. I am.
Get ready for pain.
And for those of you who are curious about the sub goal in the bottom right over there, when we get to 35 subs, we will unlock another emote slot, which is very exciting. We've already added 3 amazing emotes
Why did it not work?
in the last month, and
Oh, it worked.
We're trying to get 2 more unlocked, and if we can get to 35, then that will unlock our next emote slot. And then if we get to a higher number than 35, we will unlock all 5 that are available.
50.
So
Isn't it
that's
50?
pretty exciting.
I think it's 50. Wow, look at that! Those are
All
mine.
right, I'm going to start off with a whale cleaner.
No thanks for subbing? Wow.
What does a whale cleaner do?
Cancel sub.
So
I
in
said
this
it,
species,
look at that.
with 3 or more forages, I get to
You're not
gain
looking
2
at anything.
if it's the closest whale cleaner. So currently I am the closest whale cleaner.
Thank you
So
for
I will gain 2.
subbing.
So this little 2 icon on the blue triangle, that means I gain. And anytime you gain, you take it from the ocean closest to the reef with population in it. So
Okay.
gain is a very special effect.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm just going to be nibbling off of your whale,
But
Sam.
Thank you.
Oh, I see, because he has 5 forage,
Mhm.
and you're the closest whale cleaner.
Yep.
Got it.
So if you were to make a whale cleaner in between, you would like block me
Right.
from being able to feed.
Well,
and so
then.
then I will forage for 1, and then that's going to be scored. And
Nice.
that is the end of my turn, so I'm going to choose a card here. Ooh, so we have out poisonous spines now. After being attacked, the attacker and each other species that gained from the attack lose 3 population to the reef. Ouch.
A whale that eats the evidence.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I think I'm actually going to go with tail whip. May have one
Alright.
extra trait.
Very cool.
Cool.
And you can have 3 total, right? Without the tail whip.
Correct.
Massive food.
Okay, so this one can only have 1 more.
Yes.
Is that okay?
All right, and I will just draw 1. Chelsea, it's your turn.
Let's see. I'm going to.
So many choices. It's a whale that eats the evidence. I like it.
Alright, so what happens when I have too many fish on my population thingy?
You overpopulate, which means that you have to clear your population out down to just 5, and then all the excess goes back into the reef.
Cool.
Though thankfully, you have lots of storage because of your card.
Yes, and I can have
filter
3
feeder.
extra.
When do you start using that storage? Is it at any point you can start stacking the extra spots from this
No,
card?
it's not at any point. I think you fill it up, and then you get the extra
Got it.
3.
So you go right up to this sculpt, to this one, and then instead of doing this one, you start filling the extras.
Right, so I understand it to mean you can hold 13 food as opposed to 10, but
Right.
I'll allow Ben to speak up and clarify if that's any different, but
Okay.
that's how we've been playing it.
Yeah.
If I were to put down another species, and then later one put down a 3rd species,
Aha.
Okay,
The
so
common evolution question.
this is also not anything like regular evolution.
Yay.
So instead of only being able to put on the left and the right, you can also squeeze one right in the middle.
Sweet, because they're fish
But
and
once
they just
they're
swim around.
placed, you can't rearrange them.
okay.
But yeah, you can
Alright,
do to the
but
left,
any
to the right,
new
and in
one
the middle.
can
Okay,
go.
you can insert but not rearrange?
Yes.
Very cool.
That is a
Alright.
great question, Guilty.
Very nice. I'm gonna put a whale cleaner.
Oh.
Well, that's okay because I'm still the closest around this side.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. So
The
whale
closest
cleaner goes
on either side.
So we both are going to benefit.
Okay.
Ah.
You're welcome.
You can use that storage
Thanks,
whenever. It doesn't
whale.
really matter as long as you start using it before the skeleton. Okay.
Okay.
I figured that was the case, but I wasn't sure.
So
if
is
there
my
were.
cap 12 or is it 13?
It's 13 is when you overpopulate.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I get 1 from the ocean to start, right?
Yep.
And then
I didn't know if there were other abilities that would
do I eat
affect
right
that would
now
make it
or
matter
when
where
he
the
forages?
fish was.
This one
So-
also gets to eat, right?
What you want to consider is that you can
Mhm.
only feed one species.
Okay.
So if you forage this guy, he's going to go. One of them is going to go extinct because you have to score 1 from each board.
Yeah.
So you probably
So you
didn't want
So
might
I-
want to look at what
Wait,
other.
I thought this came for free when I
It does,
started.
but
It
then
does.
you have
It
to
does.
age them both.
Yep.
But this guy gets to eat, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And then this guy will also age and then die.
Yeah, so
you can only choose one species to
They
feed.
can't both eat?
no.
No.
You can only feed
Oh,
one
this is
species.
sad.
Yeah.
I think
So
I'm going
maybe
to
take a look
make...
at what else you have, because
Okay.
there are some things that have arrows on them that help your species.
So you guys only get this when I forage.
Yes.
Correct. So if you don't forage that next turn,
Yeah.
Die.
they won't get any food,
No, I'm
which
just
could
kidding.
be bad for them.
But I could also just make this transparent inky thing a whale cleaner.
You could.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That could be a solid plan.
I think I'm gonna do that.
It would give it a way finally to forage. Well,
Yeah.
to gain.
Alright. So then it eats,
So
but it should
yeah,
eat
you
from
forage from the
here.
reef.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
So does every species get forage one for free?
Forage one or attack one for free.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's if it does not have any.
If it doesn't have anything
Yeah.
that
Alright.
prevents it. Okay.
So like, these two cards, for example, these are just forage
Aid or
for
Kuda.
one or attack for one.
Welcome to the table, Ader or Kuda.
Alright, so I forage for one, and then I age one,
That's a great
and then
name.
I'm going to
It's a bunny shark.
discard and take some things.
Yeah, it's a transparent inking whale cleaner. Seems reasonable.
I kind of like all my cards.
Are these any good? Are they? They're probably.
They're really
They're-
Yeah, you
bad.
can try them.
I like them.
I
They're
mean, you said
you
you
like
left
they're
them open
just
since
they're
last
probably
week.
stale.
They,
yeah.
they might be stale.
They're pretty stale.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I'll take
They
them.
didn't start off good.
I thought they were great.
Are they any different?
I think
Oh,
they've actually improved.
We did determine that things
That is
improve
my
over
favorite
time.
Yeah, the Twizzlers got better.
Yeah, we
Really?
determined that.
Because the creamy filling thing isn't as disgustingly creamy now that it's stale.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're not amazing. I would rather have regular Swedish shish, but I think they actually got better with age.
I'm gonna take poisonous spines.
And also, while we're playing, I'm going to go ahead and open the giveaway for our first promo card so that we can pick the winner.
Maybe not.
Probably when the first species dies. That seems like a good time.
That's a good marker.
I'm gonna play
We'll
poison.
ring the gong and then give away a free promo card.
The dugong. I believe it is
The dugong, yeah, it is now.
Neurotoxin.
For the rest of tonight is the dugong. All right.
Exciting.
So for those of you who've not done a giveaway with us before, you can buy tickets, up to 25 of them. Each ticket costs 1 tilt. If you don't know how many tilts you have, do ! tilts. So if you want to get in the giveaway and you have at least 25 tilts and you want to spend them all, do ! tilts 25. We are, you might as well get in now because we are going to allow you to keep your entries between the 3 giveaways today. We will have 3 distinct winners, so if you win, you won't be able to win twice. But if you get in earlier, if you buy your tickets early, you will have more chances to win.
And if you follow, you get tilts.
Yes, yes. If you're new to the channel and you don't have tilts and you follow the channel, you
Wait,
get
how do
10
I
for free.
do stuff? Tickets?
Oh my God,
I
Sam
think
doesn't know how to
it's-
give away things.
The tickets?
Hey,
Hey,
Kit, with
Kit.
the 15-month resub.
How are you?
Thank you so much,
All right.
and welcome back.
These are.
Did you buy those?
So,
Let me try.
Barracuda, I would invite Ben to speak on that because I only had experience playing since, I would say, Gen Con of last year, and now.
I think they are actually better.
So I was not part of Beta 1 or Beta 2 as far as I know.
Somehow, I feel like
That's upsetting.
I feel like the fruity flavors became fruitier as they staled.
Yeah.
As
Which
they
is-
staled.
I don't.
No,
made
it
that up
was
for-
just waxy and gummy
Yeah, but
in the worst way when they were fresh.
they're still chewy. They didn't harden to be not chewy, but it helped the texture.
I love that emote. I'm
It's
so
very
happy you
emote.
have it.
Yay!
K-Bot spammed it all the time, and I had no idea whose emote
it's
it
Sam's
was.
Wait, what?
Yes. What, Travi? I find that to be true about myself
regarding 3D players.
Sam's giving away tickets to Japan. Yep,
Yeah. It's
that's
true.
that's what's happening. All right, Sam, I think you're up. But get those tickets, y'all. You don't want Sam to get a free promo card.
Oh,
I'm giving it to someone else.
I know.
I still hate.
All right. So I think I get it. I'm going to also become a transparent inkling filter feeder.
What? Didn't see that coming.
To match the
Dang
transparent.
you!
What do you mean, dang you? I'm gonna feed, and you're gonna get 2 free things.
I know, but that's my cool combo.
Nope.
And I also have a whale cleaner, so so you and I will both gain 2. So that comes from
here?
Yep, it comes from the ocean nearest to the reef.
That still has
That little blue
fish.
triangle signifies gaining.
I like that a
That's
lot.
amazing. We're not taking it from Sam.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, because you're like.
I mean, that's
It's a
less
symbiotic
good.
relationship.
Yeah, it's a symbiotic relationship.
Not a pierce.
I like it because these gain
Whatever.
abilities are designed entirely to start triggering these events.
Yeah, so
Which is really
gaining,
cool.
gaining is going to trigger these events, and also migrating.
Yeah.
So remember,
Which we haven't done yet.
yeah. So remember that the number in the lower left-hand corner of your card. Where is it?
There you go.
There we go. So that little number there signifies migration amount. So you can discard a card on your play cards phase to move a certain number of fish from any ocean to the reef or any other ocean. So that can fill up an empty reef, which is coming upon that pretty soon. This reef is running out.
They can only go left. Is that true?
I
The
don't.
migrating?
I
Can
don't
fish
think-
swim down?
No, I
assume it's
believe
any
they can go.
direction.
Yeah, they can go.
Is it just one
Oh.
space,
Mm-mm.
or
I
is it
believe
you
it's
can
from
just
any
pick them
to
up and
any.
go anywhere?
Yeah.
Super sense. What?
I'm very confused.
So interestingly enough, Travi, you said that the reef's clearing out dramatically quicker than when you played, but other than the free fish which comes out of the reef, the only person who's actually taken from the reef is Sam.
You've taken from me,
I took-
therefore you took from me.
I took from you, which meant that I didn't take extra from the reef.
So Travi,
The
this
art
is a
in the game is
variable
sex.
number.
Yes, it
and,
is.
And the way that this number is determined is at the start of the game, you flip over the top of the surface deck, and then you just take the migrate amount and you multiply it by 6, and then you put that amount into the reef.
That's
So
so cool.
so it's different every time.
That's
Do you-
super interesting.
Does the same happen for the rest of them, or?
No, then you just take the remaining and you roughly divide them into
Okay,
piles.
so it's not exact. You
It's
just
not
kind
exact.
of. I like that.
Can you explain the massive fin?
Yeah, okay, so we've got massive fins, gain 1 when leached, and the closest whale cleaner on either side of this species also gains 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So the deep trades are the same, have the same interaction as everything else, right?
For the most part, yes, but there are some things that sort of break the rules. Like, for instance, the deep card I took allows me to have 4 traits instead of 3.
Okay.
So the way the rules work, the cards, your trait cards override the rules, and the deep cards override the trait cards and the rules.
Yeah, you have to be good at math to set up this game, R. Smith.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to go for the risky plays because I think it'll be fun to show off the interactions between some of these traits.
All right, sweet.
So I'm going to make a new species that is a
Alright.
bottom feeder that gains 2 when the species to the left is attacked.
Are you signaling that you're going to be attacking me sometime soon?
I would like my free fishy.
Uh-oh.
And then I'm going to attack the only species that I can currently attack, which is the one to the left of the species I just created.
There
I
you
assume
go.
I could have
Yes.
attacked my own,
We
I
both have
assume,
defense.
but you two
Oh,
both
you're
have
right.
defense now.
And we're
Well-
invisible.
Well, even if you hit yours, you still
Oh,
wouldn't
so
do
those
enough,
go on the
right?
attacking species.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And then this guy gains from the
Yes,
ocean.
gains 2.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh boy.
the plays.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of plays.
All right, and now you just score 1 from each.
Yep. Ta-da!
And then you may do your deep card and your draw phase.
Great.
So when a card says before your feeding phase, this is me as a player.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's you as a fish, Fluff.
Well, no. Like,
Hey, look, a whale
I didn't know
cleaner.
if it only applies if it's down there.
Yep.
It's like a super whale cleaner.
It's a super well cleaner.
All right, I'll
What?
take a super whale cleaner.
Oh my gosh, get out of
Yeah, so
there.
it basically gains 3 instead of gaining 2.
And it's like cool colors.
It's also
Yeah.
a cheap
It's
buy
alt
if I do
colors.
remember.
Yeah, it only costs 2. What is the range of costs for deep cards? Is it?
I think up to 9.
Holy
Ben
crap.
can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mike, us?
I've seen some pretty expensive ones.
Oh, Kit, are you talking about the mic from Streamiversary? Yeah, no, we haven't looked at that at all, but I blame Sam. Yes, and then I can discard and draw. Keep this.
Kit, I added something for you. Bro, Jordan broke your mic? Oh, yeah.
Nice.
This. Keep this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna discard these 2, and then I think I need to draw 3.
Yep.
Because I can totally count.
All right. I'm gonna
Ooh.
I put down symbiotic. Start a new species.
Ooh.
Oh.
Alright.
So gain 1 when this species to the left forages or attacks.
I like it.
And I'm going to forage. Ta-da! So I get to take 1, and then this guy gains 1.
Amazing.
And then I get to score those 2. And then... That's a pretty good one. This is like the super symbiotic.
Super biotic.
It's symbiotic going both ways, which is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna draft this one.
You're a 10 being.
Alright, so the new one, ooh, I love this one. So the newest deep card that we've drawn is Draconic. It costs 6, so it's really expensive. When attacking, may take up to its attack value divided between the attacked species and each adjacent species without a defensive trait. So if you had this out and Apex Predator, you would have 11 attack that you could divide out between 3 adjacent species, which is pretty awesome.
Okay.
And I love the art. Like, isn't that sick?
Yeah, that's super.
It's just gorgeous.
All right.
Amazing.
You can take your turn. I'm just gonna
Okay.
discard and draw.
All right. I'm gonna play a parasite.
Yeah, at Aracuda,
Welcome.
I think after Bree's next turn, we'll take a pause real quick to kind of review the game state of each of the player cards, since it's hard to give you like a close enough camera view that you can actually see what all the traits are.
Did you said 8 Irakuda?
How would you pronounce it?
Barracuda.
I know, but it's an 8, so I'm.
I said 80 Aracuda
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it's
So
just
I'm playing this
Irakuda.
parasite. It's a new one. Before your feeding phase, leech 2 from the species to the left if it has a greater population.
We
Don't
should get you
forget
free
you get
one.
your starting freebie.
We're such
you
a
bringing
parasite.
feeding?
Food, please. This is before feeding.
Sam's just feeding everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. And then I get to feed.
Why
one
are these
species
good
with
when they're old?
I don't know.
Some things are better when they're a little
Um,
stale, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feed
Oh,
my
okay. Barracuda was
whale
taken by
cleaner.
someone else, so that you just went with the 8. Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna take fishes from both these guys. Age. Boop, boop.
Okay. I'm also going to play
Yeah.
Parasitic.
We'll also pull the camera back at some point just to give you all sort of a visual high flying view of all of the things once in a while, but definitely you won't be able to see the individual traits. So we'll just stop every couple of turns and talk about like how it's changed and how some of the traits interact.
That's a good idea.
In addition to like talking about how the feeding and everything is interacting. So what did you just do, Sam?
So I played a Parasite.
Okay.
Then I went to feed from my whale.
Okay.
Filter feeder.
Okay, so the parasite
Took 2.
from your own
Yep.
so that it didn't overpopulate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a great little system that he has going.
Yeah.
That
So
help
whale
get-
cleaners can go and munch on my
So
stuff.
Sam made sure that his big guy didn't overpopulate by playing a parasite that would take from it. And it just takes one at a time?
2.
Oh, so then shouldn't you have 3 on there? Oh, and then you
I
aged.
leached.
She aged.
Then you aged. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We're good.
Awesome.
So you definitely want to find ways to get, get population out of the ocean into your species and then scored because you don't want to overpopulate.
Right.
And anything that is out here on the board is potentially food for predators.
Right.
You know, they're points that predators could be stealing from you. So you
And parasitic is
want to
great
get like a nice flow.
because the more species you have, the more you get to score each turn.
Exactly.
I like it. I think we're just waiting on Sam to do his draw phase.
Yep.
Yeah, and I haven't taken my deep card yet. Sorry.
Massive fins.
All right, go.
Who's ever
Do
gonna
you want your
lose
deep card?
me?
In
Yeah.
Beta V4, the most expensive deep trait costs 10. Migratory Exodus, which steals any other
Taking
species
massive
on the table,
fins.
including its population, the cost goes to that player. What?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so you give 10 points to the person you took a species from, but you get their entire species. That's
Interesting.
nuts. I would also assume that you can then insert that stolen species anywhere you want in your own hierarchy.
Yeah, there's
your
tickets
tableau.
kit.
I believe it would just follow the same rules, yeah.
Yeah, the giveaway is open, so buy tickets, everyone, if you want a super sweet promo card for this
Did
game.
you pick a thing yet?
I did pick. I chose massive fins,
Ooh.
Very nice.
and I pulled out gargantuan.
What
Cannot overpopulate.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh, did you all remember to do your whale cleaner things when he foraged?
You foraged?
Oh,
Yep, I foraged.
Oops.
Thanks for reminding me.
I mean, I did say it.
He did.
But yes, good call.
I just wanted to double check. Since
Yeah. Wait.
it's tickets,
I
not
wanted-
ticket kit.
Do you want me to get you? Because I was gonna.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I was going to get a drink and go to the bathroom, so I am leaving either way.
Give me something that's not that gross matcha in a can.
So, this is going to be unfortunate for you, probably.
Okay, I'm
but
ready.
We're going to go ahead and make a third species because I'm feeling really sketchy. And that species is also going to be symbiotic.
Okay.
So now here's how mine are going to interact. My attack species is going to attack your
Yep. your
symbiotic
bottom feeder feeds.
and take this one. My bottom feeder, because the species to the left was attacked, is going to gain
Gain
2.
Very nice.
And then my symbiotic one is going to gain 1 because the species
Yep.
to its left
Nice
attacked.
little chain you got going there.
Let's,
I don't know if
okay.
I can.
let's ruin him.
Even though
Yeah, so there's the combo. So this is my attacker. This one is a bottom feeder that gained from attacking the one to the left, and then this is my symbiotic that gained because this one foraged or attacked.
nice
Hacks.
sir. All right.
So you're not dead yet though, which is important. And then I have
Scoring.
to age, right?
You're aging.
Okay. And then nobody goes extinct, so then I have to draw.
And also we have a new deep card out since Sam drew.
Yeah.
Cthulhu Leech. Also, I love the art on
That's a
this
great name and great art.
one. Yep.
Is that a real thing?
It isn't. So the deep has some fantasy stuff, which is awesome.
I love it.
Play on another
Like
player's
chitin-plated
species.
maw.
It counts as a trait and cannot be removed or swapped. If possible, score one of its population after it ages. So you're stealing aging. You're stealing points
Oh
from
my
people when it
gosh.
ages.
What?
Every time?
Yeah. And it can't be removed.
What?
I mean, I feel like I should take that. So
Based
this,
off of tongue.
If
does
you
this
don't take it,
also
somebody else
does
can
this
take it.
also count
Is that
towards the total?
Oh,
It
no.
does, yes.
So
I
you
don't
can't
want
play it
to
on a
Google
species that already has
but I'm
3.
going to.
You can
Oh,
remove a
thank you.
trait and play it.
How do you
Sam,
remove
have you heard
traits?
of tongue leeches?
During your
I wanna know.
card play
Yeah.
phase, for free, it doesn't count toward an action. You
Yeah.
can just remove a trait.
but only from your own, right?
What
Yes.
sort of crazy
But this you would play on
Oh.
someone else's.
Oh
You
yeah.
would play on somebody else's,
my
and you
gosh.
would play this out of your hand on your play cards phase, and it does not count towards an action.
Okay, but my point is that if my opponent
Fluff
already has
SMR.
3 traits on their species, I can't play this, right? 'Cause
That's a really good question.
right? Is that how you
Ben?
defend against Cthulhu Leech? Is already having 3 traits?
Beethoven?
Right.
I think Beethoven needs to weigh in on this. Cthulhu Leech, does this one count towards the 3-card limit if you play it on somebody else's species, or not?
Because it says it counts as a trait,
Yeah.
but it cannot be removed or swapped. So I would assume that the only reason it would say
okay.
counts as a trait is for
Nice.
that sole purpose. Okay, so the way to defend against this card is
Always
have 3 traits on
out.
everything. Okay. We
Oh,
sound far away. Well, we can move the mic closer.
Let's bring
Sam's
it in
in charge
a
of
little
that.
bit.
Shit. Sorry.
What?
Sam, move the mic closer.
Sorry, guys. We didn't do sound check before because we actually forgot to set the mic up.
Yep. Blame Sam.
Do we sound better?
Use
that
the
any
blame
better?
command in chat to confirm who to blame.
Blame Sam. I will edit that command right now.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You don't know how to get into that bot.
Yes, I do.
Sure.
We sound a bit better.
Oh no.
I can still
Can
sound you
Oh,
fine.
okay, that's because I put the can right next to the mic.
Yeah, it does sound like the
It just
ocean.
sounds like the ocean.
That's
yeah, that's what it is. It's true, there
Okay.
is ocean.
What are we doing?
We are actually underwater.
Okay.
So you are in your draw phase.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
I
No, he's
drafted.
in his gloat phase.
Oh, so you drafted Cthulhu Leech.
It's
Yes.
hard to get him out of that phase.
Ooh, all right. We have Biotic Cycle Reversal. Gain 3 when an attack reduces the species to 0 population.
Amazing.
I think I'm gonna get rid of this shark cleaner
Okay.
and take 2 cards, please.
Ooh, really good.
I'll take some green stuff.
Teriyaki flavor.
What?
11, 12.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so there's 16
Oh.
left in this
Yeah.
before Cambrian Explosion is triggered.
I'm a seaweed fan.
How thematic.
Seaweed?
Seaweed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All
Didn't even think about that.
all
Didn't
ocean
even-
themed snacks.
Totally on purpose.
What?
Okay.
Oh, this is cool. Okay.
Where did
Should have avoided.
put this?
Now I'm
take
sad I
seaweed
threw
in
away
there?
another trait earlier.
There. That's what I did. Things are dangerous around you.
Okay.
They're so good.
Yeah. These are teriyaki flavored, so.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ben actually hates Beethoven and all classical music. His Twitch name is Mocking It.
He loves beans though. That's
Yeah.
why it's Beantoven.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to play out since you've just been picking on
An
my little
apex
symbiotic.
predator.
Yeah, I'm going Apex Predator.
Boom. Suck it, Jordan.
I'm
I
okay
chose
with
this
this.
because I actually don't have any other defensive traits that would work for me right now. But Apex Predator is both an offensive and a defensive trait, so I can attack and I'm also defended, so I can't be attacked by a species with less than 3.
Which I
So-
don't have.
Yeah, so you
Rip.
can't get me. Yay.
I see how it is.
All right. So I'm gonna start with my 1. Oh no, I don't. That's right, because I'm not
Doesn't
making a new one.
forage. Okay.
No, but I can attack. Let's see. So, I can attack you.
Let's go.
Oh, I can attack this guy too.
You,
Oh yeah.
you can attack
see.
any of them.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
if I attack your speed, that's
You
he's
only
got
get
a
1.
shell of 2. So yeah, I would only get 1 food. So I'm actually gonna go for your bottom feeder here.
Okay.
So I attack for 3.
So you only die when you ate, or you only go extinct
Or
when
on
you
your
try to
own
age.
turn.
Yeah, so she didn't kill it. I still have a chance to try and save it.
Yep. All right. So my whale cleaner scores 1. My apex predator scores 1.
Very nice.
And let's see, draw phase. I think I'm just going to
Your
discard some cards. And
Twitch
draw.
Sings is out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Sam single-handedly made Twitch Sings a success, so that it
I'm
could be
discarding my
released.
whole hand and drawing up to
He did. That's true. Wow. Whole hand.
Sam
Open
accounts.
duets?
Yeah. Sam accounts for like 50% of
And
the.
it is your turn.
Sam accounts for 50% of the
Okay.
Twitch Sings viewership on Twitch.
Oh, I still hate the pink too. This was a bad idea. Alright. I'm going to make my parasite an apex predator.
What? A lot of predators coming out all of a sudden.
And yep, that's what I'm gonna do. For my feeding phase, I get to leech 2 from species to my left if it's got a greater population, which it does. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Oh, I just realized that apex predators can attack each other.
They sure can.
Yep.
That's they cancel each other out. That's hilarious.
That's cool. And then I am going to feed from the reef one, I guess?
Or attack, up to you.
Wait, on my card I can either play a trait or migrate, right?
Correct.
Yeah, until the Cambrian explosion, and then you get 2 actions.
What happens when the reef runs out?
When the reef runs out, you can't forage. So
Okay.
you would have to do migrate as an action to move some fish from one of these back into the reef for eating. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this could potentially be wiped out pretty soon.
Yeah. This is true.
Alright, so you played your trait,
I
and now you
did, and now I'm. Oh,
You
sorry,
doing
Sam.
Wow, you just
Sorry,
killed my
Sam.
thing.
Sorry,
Wow.
I
Just
couldn't
because you're an
tell
apex predator
what
doesn't
it
mean.
went along with. I was trying to make it clearer. Okay. Alright, it's okay. But yeah, no, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna forage or attack.
I'm not going to be of much use to you.
Attack her.
I mean, I could.
She would only get 1.
She would get 1 and
And get the same
guarantee
if I
that one of your
forage.
guys would probably die. Oh no.
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 I haven't gone yet.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. The only way to get more than 1 is to attack someone who's not me.
I don't need more than 1. I'm doing fine population-wise. I'm gonna attack Jordan.
Okay, which one?
I'm going to attack your symbiote.
Okay.
Thank you. Boop. And then I age. And I'm gonna discard a shark cleaner. And I'm gonna draw 2 cards.
Okay. So I'm playing apex predator.
Wow,
starting
what
a
are,
new
all,
species.
what are all these people getting apex predators all
gonna
of a sudden?
Do a biotic cycle reversal too. Oh wait. Shit, sorry. I read it as a species, not this species.
Are you not taking that?
I don't want to take that. But I'm gonna do the interesting thing.
3 off the top?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
take 3 mysteries.
And you just
Oh wait, that was an option?
Yeah. And you keep 1, and then you replace
Oh.
2 of those with the other 2. Do I have to show you guys all of them?
No, I don't believe you do. But I mean, we will see them when you
Wait,
place the
when I
fish
play
downwards,
it,
but
yeah, but you
so
won't
we
know
don't
what
get
the
to
one you
know which
chose.
one she chose?
I don't believe so.
Interesting.
Well, in that case.
Oh, were you just having your deep card sit face up on the table?
Yeah, I thought that's what
Well,
we were
if
all
we're
doing.
taking them from
Mine are in my
there, then we
hand.
know.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm holding on to them.
Most
so
of
I
it's public
look at them.
information, but yeah, taking off the top gives you the benefit of having, I guess that stealthy card.
And okay, so just to clarify, for like apex predator, the can't forage overrides any forage number,
Yeah.
right?
Correct. So you wouldn't be combining that with a filter feeder, for example.
Dun, dun, dun.
And also, don't forget, you can stack traits. So you could do a double Apex Predator, and then your attack value would be 6, which is pretty cool.
But that was
Discard
2
this
traits,
one.
right?
Yes. It would.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can attack or you can stack traits and double your attack value.
Got it.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Discard this one for Filter Kraken.
Okay. So we got Great Migration, which is an event. Pay before your feeding phase. You may rearrange all of your species. What?
So they don't get discarded; they just get covered up.
Oh, oops.
Oh, so they become
So
available.
they
Yes.
are the next ones.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Okay,
So they
cool.
basically
We're
nothing
gonna
ever
work
gets
our way back
discarded
down
from
to
here.
them.
It's just
I believe. I don't know. Ben might want to comment. I think it might have changed. It might be that the ones that you don't take get discarded to the box, but I'll let him explain. It's gone through some revisions, but
okay.
Cool.
this is how I am taught to.
So Sam,
I'm gonna Apex Predator Chelsea's Wheel Cleaner.
get wrecked.
No, because I'm gonna feed next time, and then
How
you'll get
can
stuff.
you do that?
yeah,
Can't be
she-
attacked if there's
she's
population
transparent
underneath.
inking.
Yeah.
But you can Apex Predator her Apex Predator.
I could.
Yeah.
It's the only way you would get 3.
That does make sense. It does. You're leeching. This is symbiotic. This is symbiotic. It's super symbiotic.
Well,
No, she's feeding off my thing.
right.
I attacked Jordan for you.
I can attack.
Yeah.
You want me to attack Jordan?
I mean, I'm just saying you owe me.
Yeah. So next round when I forage,
All right, fine.
you get a bunch of stuff.
All right.
I don't think we had a question about a specific card, Keith. I think we were just trying to figure out what happens to the cards that get replaced / covered up when you draw 3 off the top of the deep deck.
I believe they just
No.
cover the player that draws gets to choose.
Yeah, they still cover into the gene pool. Okay.
Yeah. I believe the ones that get discarded to the box are if you use one of your
Lightning
deep
Event.
cards as a
As a migration.
Yeah.
Got it.
If you pitch it to migrate, then I believe it goes to the box.
All right. Took the big Kraken, I see.
What is a deep card even worth for the migrate? Is it?
It's just going to
cost
be the
of
lower left.
the pay cost.
Yeah,
okay.
the pay cost.
So they're pretty low migrate, but you can still use them if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. My turn.
Your turn.
All right. Double speed.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
My
go.
Apex-
Yeah, you saw where
Yeah.
this is going.
Yeah,
I am
is that
going
what we're
to
doing?
attack your Apex Predator.
Great.
So I'm going to take both of these because I now have 4 attack and yours only protected from 3.
Mm-hmm.
I also now have 4 defense, so good luck taking these.
We'll see.
And then because I attacked the species to the left, I gain 2 on my bottom feeder. And because this is symbiotic and I attacked, then I gain 1 to my symbiotic. And then they age. And my symbiotic goes extinct. Dugong.
Rip.
Oh, giveaway.
Yes, and that means
That's
it's
a
giveaway time. So,
Yay.
if you've not bought tickets yet,
This
now
your
is the
last
time to do it.
chance.
We did it for the giveaways.
Yep, pretty much. So, buy your tickets now. We are giving away 1 of 3 promo cards, and I think we're actually just going to let the first winner choose which one they want.
Yeah.
So if
good.
someone wants to hold these up so they can see what they're possibly winning. We have some beautiful artwork here, promo cards from the game, and these are all deep cards, right?
They are.
So they're the cool, extra special, powerful ones. So get those tickets in if you want to win a sweet, sweet promo card.
We also chose these cards from a really cool set of promos that Bree showed us, but before we had learned how to play the game.
Yeah.
So they're completely on art,
Yes.
which is the best way to choose
Yes.
everything.
But you
I
did
do
say
agree.
there was something special about these promo cards, right? In that
They're
can't get them normally.
exclusive.
Yes, I believe they are exclusive promo cards.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you are backing the game on Kickstarter, these cards do not come in your backing.
Yeah. So these are not just cards pulled out of the deck. These are special promo cards that you will not get any other way other than other promo card things.
Like yeah, like you can
Yeah.
come to any of the conventions that we attend, like PAX, Origins, Gen Con, that
Yep.
kind of thing, and
Where do you have the trigger set up?
Yes.
yeah.
And also, as a
timer.
quick reminder for those of you who were not here earlier, this game is on Kickstarter right now! Exclamation point KS in chat to check it out. It has
We have 9
days left.
Yeah,
9 days left. to
9 days
go.
left. Over 6,000 backers, and
Why you're not eligible? Why? Because you live in Canada?
since we started the stream, it's gained $1,000 in pledges, so it's
What?
at 418,000 now.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
All right,
which is
are you ready to
crazy.
pull it?
So I hope you all got your tickets in. 'Cause
Everything
we're
is
about to pick
vibrating
the
on the
winner. Yeah, gong roll, please. And we're gonna close the giveaway.
Brew?
This is just the first giveaway,
3,
right? Yep.
Yes.
2, 1, and the winner is Kit.
Kit!
Congratulations, Kit.
Rigged.
Exclamation point, Kit.
Yay!
That's,
So Kit,
so now you have to back it, Kit.
yeah,
for
so
the
you
card
can
to
choose
actually be-
which one you want. We have the bioluminescent lure, which is the sweet anglerfish. We have the
Hey, Mr.
electric
Draco.
discharge, which is like a massive. It's like Gyarados meets an electric eel. And then we have the hybridization, which is like a.
That was your choice, I
It's
believe.
like an octopus with a gaping maw head that has tentacles in
It
its
wants
mouth.
discharge.
Discharge. All right. Discharge is taken. I need to write that down before I forget.
Don't
But,
worry, Draco.
It will
There's going to be
remind you.
2 more giveaways.
Yes,
Mr. Draco wins all of our giveaways anyway.
it's true. I'm gonna open up the giveaway here again in a second. You can keep buying tickets. Kit
Which we should do
wanted
fast.
Ooh, we got a fun
discharge.
fact from Ben.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
I love fun facts.
Plus, you want a game.
Now we're all waiting.
Yeah, no fun facts. That was just.
Discharge was the first piece of deep art made for the game. That's
That's
so cool.
awesome.
Very cool.
I love it.
Nice.
All right, we're
All
opening
right,
up the
you got the
giveaway
OG
again,
one.
chat. So get those tickets in because we got 2 more promo cards to give away later tonight.
And it's Bree's turn.
Indeed.
All right. I have to find a way to come back from these.
And they're right
Ruthless
here, Draco.
attacks.
Sam has them to ship to you. They're literally in the room with us. I promise. Oh, I also did I already do my discard and draw? I don't think I
Probably
did.
not.
That was the last.
You
thing I
definitely
did.
didn't.
I'll
Because
work
it
on my
died and we
turn.
immediately did the giveaway. So
I shall work
um,
on my turn while you do your choice there.
The gong.
you know what? I think we're gonna go with biotic cycle reversal. Gain 3 when an attack reduces this species to 0 population. Colossus cannot be attacked, may take less population than its forage.
So you can take up to 11, but
Right.
you don't have to take that much.
Oh my god,
it's
so if you
very
had
handy.
Wow.
Colossus and Filter Feeder, you could just max out in
Yep,
almost.
and then you could like leech off of
Oh.
just to pull population off of it.
that would,
put it in your
that's
scoring.
nuts. Okay, I have.
This is so cool.
to
And we
get rid
can't
of some-
play deep traits until
the Cambrian explosion.
Cambrian,
So that
okay.
triggers when the first ocean empties out. That's going to happen
Okay.
pretty soon. I'm
All right,
going to
I'm
guess
excited.
1 more round,
I'm hype.
and that will be. Yeah, then we can start playing deep cards. So exciting.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do. We're gonna get rid of these 3 and draw 4 new traits. I did not see the clip,
There you
Kit.
go.
You should post it in the clips channel on Discord.
Okay, so I have played Shark Cleaner on my Whale Cleaner because last turn Sam didn't feed his filter feeder, so I might go extinct if I don't find another way to feed this guy.
I got you this turn.
Conveniently, you have an apex predator.
Conveniently, I have an apex predator, and you know what apex predators can attack?
Other
Apex predators.
Oh, which means
So,
Sam's
Sam,
gonna have to change his strategy, maybe.
I'm gonna need those 3 fish from your apex predator.
The apex predator
Thank you.
strat, just take 3 fish from each other over and over and over again.
So I'll take the 3, and then that's gonna feed my shark cleaner. So shark cleaner's gonna gain 2.
Woo!
So 1, 2. All right. So I still don't have another defense against you. When I can start playing an additional card each turn, it'll help me. But right now,
Yeah, you're
I'm
absolutely
sure you're
right,
just gonna
Keith.
keep munching away.
All right.
So I score the 2, and then I'm going to discard and draw.
Does this
Let's
have?
see.
You said this one has card description.
This is the card description. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Feel
gonna
free
look at
to
this guy.
have a peruse.
And it's got deep cards in here.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Oh, one thing that you guys should know.
Mhm.
Every single deep card in this deck is 100% unique. There are no doubles. So when you see a card come out and
And
you
you like
really
it.
want it, you gotta get it because
Okay.
you
Oh
won't see
boy.
it.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Question about.
And we
Or-
can't play them yet, right? Because we haven't had a Cambrian explosion.
Exactly.
And when does the Cambrian explosion happen again?
When the first event card is triggered. So
Awesome.
when this clears
So
out,
just
which
keep
is
gaining, and it'll happen.
Okay.
6,
This
7,
answered my
8,
question
9, 10.
anyway.
So there's
though.
10 in there, which means
Perfect.
it's going to trigger pretty soon. In
Okay.
the next couple of turns.
What is the order of events in terms of like emptying the reef?
Yeah, we can migrate though.
Give me an example.
So, let's say let's say I forage this turn.
Mm-hmm.
With what's currently in there,
Yep.
there will not be enough for both whale cleaners to eat.
Oh. Wait, no,
so
they
we
gain.
gain.
They don't come out of the reef.
Yeah, they don't come
But
out.
what if the
Okay.
reef did? What if this didn't have enough? Oh, but then it would just cascade down.
It
I don't know.
doesn't. So
Right.
this cascades
Good
down.
question.
So if this
Gaining.
emptied out, then we would start gaining from here. When
Okay.
this empties out, we gain from here.
Okay.
Point.
So I guess the
down
only
lower.
time when his question is relevant is when there is
sure.
not enough fish in the entire ocean area to feed both of the whale
Sorry.
cleaners. Then what would happen?
Um,
Right. Let's say that we were running low on all of these. We're almost at the end of the game, and both whale cleaners needed to feed, and there wasn't enough fish. Do you just take like extras from outside the game to make sure
So,
that they can feed?
We do
or-
have a reserve. So there's
Okay.
a little bag of fish which are from the reserve, and I believe whenever you would need to take fish from the ocean and it has been depleted, you can draw from the reserve, but that triggers the end of the game.
Right. Okay.
As for the reef, I believe you just take from the reef until it is empty, and then you take no more until you migrate.
Got it.
So Ben can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's how it's going to work.
Okay.
Cool.
So Barracuda, I think you should be able to see some of
Barracuda.
my species and
Your
some of
Some of
Chelsea's.
mine.
Yes.
So I've got my
Yes.
apex here and my
That's mine,
shark
sorry.
cleaner / whale cleaner.
Did you age yet? You have not aged.
Yeah. So you
yet.
can see both of
Me?
hers
No.
Oh.
and one of Guilty's at least.
Cool. All right, so
Okay.
yeah, Ben confirmed that is how it's going to work.
Perfect.
Cool.
Makes sense.
All right.
So we might have to migrate soon for the foragers
Yep.
out there.
Exciting. All right.
Yeah, my board hasn't really changed, Barracuda. I still just have my double speed guy with 4 attack and 4 defense and 4 forage, and the bottom feeder who is desperately hoping that I get to feed off of Bree. That's really all the bottom feeder does.
I like how it's spelling my name the cheese way.
Yeah.
Brie, Bree.
Yeah, Bree.
Oh.
Someone Kate mentioned the captions, and I just started reading them,
It's
and
good.
I'm
Yep.
amused. Oops.
It's because you're a very cheesy person.
You got that one right.
All right. I think you have to age and take cards, right?
Oh yes, thank you.
Mhm.
So Oh
Wait, no,
I
you
did.
already aged.
I already
You
aged.
just didn't
Okay,
take cards.
alright.
I didn't take my cards. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to pitch one. Draw.
Hey, Conti! Thank you for the host.
Hey, thank you for the host.
Welcome to the stream, everyone.
You can't see my.
Okay,
Oh no, you can't.
Chelsea, it's all you.
What?
Is that what
Is
it
that what it
is
said?
that what the caption said? Wow. Captions did get
What?
serious. Okay.
Captions!
Okay.
Get out.
Oh boy. Alright.
Oh, one thing I'm pretty sure I can explain about. Remember we were talking about the reef?
Yeah.
And when it empties out. So there may come into question who gets to eat first, and I believe the person whose turn it is gets to forage and gain first, and then it goes in turn order around the table. So
Right.
if it was Sam taking his turn, then if I had a gain action, I would take it, and then Chelsea would take her gain action. So I could potentially get points before Chelsea does, if it,
Right.
like for instance, if it's coming out of the reef or something else.
Okay.
Also, when these
Do those
get
trigger
triggered, immediately on the turn.
So, including like you stop letting actions
Feces.
resolve and do it immediately.
Do the thing.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, Guilty, you tried with the captions. Guess we have to turn them off.
No. I mean,
Well,
okay.
we all know who
This
the
is
guilty
a-
party is here.
Not
Yep.
family friendly stream.
The captions, do we have it set to asterisks if you swear, or
I have no idea.
omitting?
We could
Shit.
test that out. You,
It
I-
did-
I
maybe
think
say it
te-
normally.
Okay, I'm gonna play.
Siri said you're ugly. What?
Siri said you're ugly.
That's what it said. Good job, captioner.
Wow.
This is
You
like
know
the
what? I tested
misread
this
lyrics
online.
thing.
Yeah, this is great.
What the? Okay.
What does Siri know? That's right.
I'm gonna play speed.
Hey, welcome.
Well, am I? Well,
Alright,
yeah, I
as a
am.
new species?
Yes. Can I forage and attack on the same turn?
Nope.
No.
No, with speed you have to choose one.
So,
But
And
this
you-
guy's
you
gonna
wanna
leech,
make sure-
so that's fine.
Right, so
But-
you mean parasite. He's
Or,
gonna
yeah, this.
he's
Yeah,
gonna
the
parasite,
parasite is gonna
yes.
leech. No, it leeches.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
So this guy's gonna be fed.
He will be fed.
They'll all
This one's
survive. So
That
yeah.
one will survive. You're
Mhm.
good. So yeah, you can put that one out. You can choose to forage or attack.
Sweet.
You can attack. Let's see.
You can have my one off my bottom
And it
feeder.
starts with one,
It's
right?
very
It
exciting.
starts with one from the ocean.
Thing. You don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try.
So available targets: my shark cleaner, Jordan's bottom feeder, Sam's parasite,
Oh yeah.
and your own whale cleaner.
True.
Those are all viable targets.
The whale cleaner has
Oh no,
too
he's
much
got
defense.
inking. It wouldn't work.
And transparent.
Okay, I am going to leech.
You mean attack?
I mean,
Forage?
Forage.
Have some fishies.
That's okay. Yeah. First, I'm gonna leech because that comes before my feeding phase. Thank you very
Oh
much
man,
for
Sam's
reminding
got
me.
some decisions to make with how he's gonna play
What
his
does
cards.
Siri know? Okay, and then I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to forage. So I'm
Wait,
gonna take.
doesn't it come from the reef?
Oh, from the
Foraging
reef.
comes from
Yes.
the reef.
Okay, perfect.
I'm just
One,
guessing because I
two.
haven't foraged yet this game.
You know what? All right, and then one of each comes into my
Nom, nom,
supply,
nom, nom,
right? Okay,
Man.
perfect. And then I'm gonna get rid of these three. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 new ones. Okay, sweet.
All right.
So we can't play deep cards at all right now. We're just drafting them for later.
And
drafting 'em
I'm
for
gonna
later.
play, or I'm gonna take.
Which one was fish shell?
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
take
sure
you
Colossus.
I am
believe.
confused.
Bree, did you
By
take cards?
Japan Fish Jail. I think so. What did you take any deep
I
cards
did
on your
not.
turn?
Nope,
You
I
chose
just-
not to.
I just drew. Yeah, chose not to.
So once we can play deep cards, does this count towards our hand total?
It does not.
Okay.
So you can
Yeah, and
just
it doesn't
deselect
count
them.
towards your actions either.
This means you have to discard 6 cards
From
in
behind your
order
No,
screen.
6 points.
6
6
points.
points.
Yeah, that costs,
It costs you
6
6
victory
points. So you're basically saying, I think I can get more than 6 points out of this.
Yeah, you have to figure out like if it's going to be worth it, and generally they're balanced so that the more expensive ones are generally going to be more powerful.
I mean, you can literally forage for 11. So if you have,
Yeah, but then you have to like
You have to have a way to
You
get it
have
off your board.
11
way to spread it,
turns.
yeah.
You will score what is out as
Oh,
well.
you do.
at the end,
At the end, you do, and you're going to score one for every species you've kept alive. But keep in mind that all the fish you have out here are potential points that could be eaten by other predators.
but like,
Yeah.
You want to get it off
well,
your
except
board and
Colossus
score it.
can't be attacked,
Colossus can't be attacked,
but you can.
But it could be
but
leached.
there are ways
Yeah, you could
around
leech
that.
it. So
yeah.
like, if you could play a Colossus, you could put Colossus on the left side of your parasite and just have the apex parasite leech
True.
off of the Colossus, as an example,
True.
right? And then if you put something else on the other side, you could have like.
Whatever. This
a
is
bunch
fun.
of
I'll
things.
take it.
Yeah, I've
Our
seen
new
some
one
pretty
is the
awesome setups.
gigantic brain.
The gigantic
Yes.
brain.
May have any number of traits, ages population equal to the number of traits it has, and cannot age less. Oh my god, what if you had a gigantic brain Colossus?
Wow.
Okay, we cannot let Guilty get that card.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'm taking it. All right, so
That's nuts.
I'm gonna play Whale Cleaner on my Apex Predator.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna forage.
Ah, smart.
I'm not. The
Bree out.
parasite won't work because my.
Well, no,
foraging,
I
so
am
our
the
whale
closest whale cleaner
cleaners-
on this side. So
No,
No,
Sam
no, no.
is.
I'm placing
Just
it
played
here.
one.
That's right. So it's blocking me.
Yeah.
Oh, what a dick.
So he cut you
Whoa,
off.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Who killed my Apex Predator last turn? That one.
Hey, who attacked Jordan first turn?
What does that have to do with anything?
I
You
could have
attacked
attacked
me.
you.
I didn't
you
screw
should
you.
have.
I screwed you 0.
Uh-huh.
You still get your Whale Cleaner.
Do it?
Bree doesn't get the Whale Cleaner.
Yeah, I'm blocked
right.
on this
Both of
side,
us
but you're
can?
not. You're not
Yeah,
blocked.
you
You
get
get
the whale
it.
cleaner and Sam gets it. There's always two people, always two
Okay.
whale cleaners, as long as there are 2 in play,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Good to know though.
I
it
screwed
doesn't
you out of
double up if
nothing,
you're
and
the
you got
only one.
upset.
It doesn't like check both
See
sides.
how
and
it
then you get
is.
4. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
Things happen.
right.
All right. Gigantic brain is mine.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. What do we have up next? Leviathan. I love this card. Cannot be attacked. And
Amazing.
its attack value is 5.
Wow.
Cost is 3.
That's big.
I love how this kind of reminds me of the sandworms in Tim Burton's Beetlejuice.
Oh, it does, yeah.
All right.
I love the art.
Can I ask a question about the gigantic brain?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, does this have to be in play for the traits thing to happen?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't do this.
Not until the
No.
Cambrian explosion.
Let's say we get to the
Okay.
Cambrian explosion. Could I play this and make this qualify for 4 traits?
Ah, that's a good
Because
question.
it's not down yet.
That's a Ben question.
Hi, Ben. So, Ben, to clarify, can gigantic brain be played on a species that already has 3 traits without having to remove one of the existing 3 traits? Does gigantic brain apply to itself while being played? Is the
Yes,
question.
That is the
That is a
question.
very good question.
Okay, so you drew. It is my turn.
I didn't do the trading, so I'm going to do that now.
Oh, go ahead. I don't.
Let's see your play area. So the state of the union so far is you've got your double speed, defensive 4, attack of 4, and you've got your bottom feeder.
Yep.
And you can still attack me because I didn't get a chance to put out a defensive trait on this guy.
Oh, the reef ran out.
Oh.
The reef ran
The
out,
reef
but
ran
the,
out.
but the other thing
There's
didn't
no
run out.
Cambrian
But
explosion.
that's
Just
okay
means no foraging.
because you
Doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter for you. You can
Yeah.
still attack, and your bottom feeder gains from the ocean.
Okay.
I think what we're going to do here.
Okay, so Ben's answer here is yup, because once it has 4 traits, it has a card which allows it.
Cool.
Ah,
Good to
okay.
know.
Sweet. Is that the same with
Okay.
atavism?
I would assume it's the same with anything that
You
lets
have one of these too,
I believe so.
don't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't work differently.
We're going to play inking and schooling.
Ooh,
So
doubling up.
it cannot be attacked or leeched when it has 4 or more population, which it doesn't currently. But it does have 3 defense now as a bottom feeder. And then I believe I can attack your apex predator again, which
Rude.
will give me 2 here, and then will allow me to gain 2 from my bottom feeder here. And then
Boy. Oh,
I
boy.
age like so.
So I get to I get
Shark
to gain 2
cleaner.
as well because you have an attack value of 4.
Yep, finally.
Very nice.
So here we go. Probably should have triggered last turn as well because you were 4 last turn, weren't you?
You didn't play the. You played the
just
shark.
played it last
That's
turn.
right. Shark Cleaner was my
Yeah,
last one.
so I think you're good.
Were you trying to cheat?
I'm trying to cheat.
And then
I'm being fishy.
Oh, nobody goes extinct, so I just do my draw phase.
right.
Wow, that
Thank you,
Leviathan.
Beethoven.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna take the Leviathan
No. Yeah,
because it's 5 attack.
Hmm.
Even if I don't use it, I don't want someone else to have that.
Hard shell. Okay.
And then, do I want to get rid of anything? We're going to. We're going to get rid of these 3 and draw 5. Please. Now I'm starting to get a feel for what card value is, or at least what cards go with my current and future strategy. So I'm being more aggressive with trying to draw new cards
Okay.
and see what they can do for me.
Pretty cool.
He's raking it.
Mm-hmm. Rigged.
By playing with
I'll be right back.
Rigged.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Can I have more seaweed?
Yeah, we need more seaweed.
Is there only teriyaki, or are there other flavors you want?
I have no clue.
Okay. Do you want a different flavor if there is one?
No.
More seaweed. More seaweed.
Seaweed on tap here at the Twitch headquarters. All right, so I'm playing speed on my Apex Predator because I really need some defense. And this is also going to give me an attack value of 5. So now I can finally start attacking Jordan's double speed over here. And then if he attacks me, he can only take 2 because I already, he can take 2 because I have a defensive shell.
Very nice.
And
So I
your
get
shark cleaner also triggers.
it would. So let me.
Very nice.
So I have an attack value of 5. He's got a defensive 4, so I can at least take 1, which actually doesn't help me. I might have to attack
Well, you
something.
get your symbiotic as well, right?
When
As an apex.
if
Oh, wait.
this species forages or attacks.
Got it.
So if this species forages or attacks,
Not
then I'm
many
good.
gains.
You know what you could attack? The thing that's in your way from feeding off in your whaleness. What? What?
Yeah, but I've got a defensive 3 as well.
Yeah, but
You're only gonna
she's
get.
got 5 attack.
You're just
That's
gonna get
2.
like a
That's
single
2.
fish plus a
That's
fish.
2.
So I could get 2. No, yeah, transparent is not working anymore, right?
It's not.
Correct. It's not working here either.
You know what?
All right. I think I'm gonna attack your whale cleaner. Sorry.
Okay.
For 2,
All right.
because you still have your inking defense.
Sure.
So at least I keep my guy alive one more turn.
Trying
And
to
then
form
I'm gonna
alliances.
score the 2.
Maverick, I know better than that.
Wait, does your shark cleaner trigger?
It should have, yeah. Oh, so
we
that-
did the thing!
So let me put the 2 back so we can go through this exactly as it should be. So he attacked.
Oh,
Shark
wait,
cleaner
do the thing.
triggers.
Ring the gong. Ring the gong.
Yay! Okay.
Camering period.
So I get one from there, and then it overflows onto the next. So now biodiverse reef is active, which means that when you forage for 2 additional.
Amazing.
There's nothing in the reef now, so we're gonna have to start taking a migrate action. Speaking of actions, we now get 2 actions on our play cards phase.
Awesome.
So you can do 2 surface card actions. So you could do a migrate and an evolve, or you could do 2 evolves. Or you can also play a deep card, and that does not count toward your action limit. So you can do a migrate and an evolve and a deep. Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna do my my scoring. I stay alive, thankfully. Stay alive. Okay, and then I'm going to discard and all right, discard 2. I'm going to draw 2, and I think I'm going to draft that hard shell.
Very nice.
And then let's see, what do we got out now? Scavenger. May have 1 extra trait.
Aye.
Gain 1 when
Aye.
the species
Where's our
loses
seaweed?
2 or more population due to an attack.
Don't come back till you got seaweed. Some people think they just
The audio is
walk
low.
in here, not bring seaweed.
I blame Jordan.
Hey, Hurtin' Albertan.
All right, Chelsea,
What a
it is
cool
your turn.
name. Okay, cool.
I should be at
We can just
7
like crank it
cards.
up, right?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. Why didn't you do that before? Hurtin' Albertan, do exclamation point blame in chat to figure out who we should blame for this.
Ugh.
It's always correct.
There is no green.
There's no green.
What green?
Maybe they mean like from the cards? It is a very odd.
Oh yeah,
There's
the
a
color
weird
is a little weird.
tint in it, but they're
oh yeah,
actually.
look at my hand. My hand is like
Yeah.
a very strange color.
We fixed it.
I think Jordan did that to. I thought that was on purpose to like show this really vibrantly, but the green is keyed out.
Oh, that's right.
All right, we'll
Smell
figure it out.
sucks.
What did you do, Sam?
What did you
Oh,
do?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Hashtag blame or pound blame.
Blame.
I didn't do
Blame.
anything. I didn't even know what you're doing.
Okay, so
Clearly, you broke something. If it has to do with the
I-
camera, it was definitely Sam.
Where's the stupid thing?
It's called.
Welcome
are you-
back.
Which
What is it
camera?
called?
I am going to
Which camera?
sacrifice.
The overhead?
Yeah.
Live cam. You're right there.
Oh,
Hey,
we're getting,
Acerbic.
we're getting a deep card being played. While you were gone, we triggered Cambrian.
Sweet. What just happened? Fish tanks? That would be
That's
super
awful.
cute. No, that would be adorable.
No, that's terrible. Acerbic,
be
there's
adorable.
a giveaway active. It's
Okay.
for a special promo card.
No,
this
you.
game.
I totally.
Got the
I know how you
cards
could do
here.
it
How?
for in a non-traumatizing way.
How?
It is a fish pet store, and instead of them dying, it's fish getting bought and leaving the store
Okay,
and going home to children.
interesting.
So there's fish that come into the store,
I like
and
that.
that's how you gain groups of fish, and then they leave when they get purchased by children who are taking them home as pets. There's
I
no
hope
death
you've
involved.
copywritten this because he's trying to
Yeah,
steal
we're
your
just-
game.
Yeah, I'm gonna rebrand it.
Someone put your arm out.
We're gonna
You
we're gonna
look
make
very
the.
sunburned.
I mean, we could put the card up because I think you could
Alright, there
notice
we
it
go.
most
Try again.
with the promo.
I'm gonna
cards.
play
Yeah.
Poisonous Spine.
Oh, that looks much better.
Well, actually, this is super.
Yeah, it
red.
was definitely Sam's fault. Confirmed.
I feel like you can see
Here,
where
this
I burned
one's
myself.
this one's
cooking
really
last
green.
night.
Oh yeah, can you see green again? I
So much
think?
better.
Yeah,
Great.
we're gonna make we're gonna make like a My Little Scythe version of Oceans. My
Oh my
Little Ocean.
gosh.
That's what you just call it, My Little
My little
Ocean.
ocean.
I'm gonna play Poisonous Spines on
Ooh,
my
first deep card.
yeah on my Speedy Fish. I'm
Excellent.
giving these up.
So
Where do
those
they
go to the reef.
Okay, cool. So, after being attacked, the attacker and each other species that gain from the attack lose 3 population to the reef.
Ouch. All right.
Hackers.
So basically, just don't attack that.
Don't ever attack that.
And the population goes to the reef.
Now
Wow.
that doesn't count toward an action.
Yes.
So you still have 2 actions left
Amazing.
with your service cards.
All right. I'm going to.
She's gonna put Shark Cleaner on it next, and then she's gonna have her Colossus attack it and have it like cycle off of
God.
itself.
There's a lot of really great self-sustaining things that you can
Yeah.
create in this game, though, which is awesome.
I don't even think that would be worthwhile, but it would be funny.
I'm gonna add.
Actually, what you need is the one I drafted, the Leviathan.
I'm going to discard bottom feeder
To migrate?
to migrate
All
to
right,
8.
you just put that in the discard pile, and
Oh,
you
there
can
you
choose
go.
8 from any pile.
You
and
Ooh,
move it
I'm
to
gonna
any
take
other
it from
pile.
this one.
Okay.
Can I put it on the reef? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Make it a Colossus poisonous
7,
sprites.
8.
Now keep in mind, if you were to migrate any back to this, then this would turn off.
Okay, I like that.
But right now, all foraging actions are +2.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Good thing there's things in the reef.
Good thing there's things in the reef.
And then I'm going to.
Oh, now we can take 2 actions and play as many deep cards as we want. Oh.
Yeah. That was her
Oh.
first action.
Oh. Well then.
It
Whale then.
it really starts.
Well, then.
Oh boy.
Dad.
I see how it can start to snowball a
Yeah.
lot.
It does.
Can you explain tentacle to me?
Yeah. So
May
any feed
one
action.
additional time.
Any feed action that you would do, so either foraging or attacking, will happen twice.
Does that trigger whale cleaner or no? If I put it on like my poisonous spiky.
It says when it forages.
So things that trigger before feeding wouldn't trigger tentacled.
Right, but whale cleaner triggers as a result of someone else foraging. So
Right,
if you
it's
put
a gain
tentacles,
action.
It's
It
still
wouldn't
only
double
got
it.
a forage of
Oh, no.
2, even though if I forage 4. Is that
Oh.
true?
So if you played it on this,
Yeah.
you could forage. You forage 2, and then you do the action again. So
Right.
you don't.
But I
just,
But my
don't
point is,
trigger whale cleaner.
whale
'cause
cleaner
that's
would
3
trigger
or
both
both.
times,
it
right?
would trigger both times.
But
If
this only has
were-
a forage of 2.
Yes, you'd need a forage 3
Okay.
to make it happen.
This doesn't
Yes.
bump up my
Correct.
my
Correct.
forage to 4.
But this does.
Oh.
So biodiverse reef. This adds a +2 to
So
your forage value.
literally
really?
every forage
this is-
action triggers whale
this is
cleaner
I
a
love
4.
this.
right now.
Okay.
And then
so
his
Wow.
whale is going to be a 7.
this
So
is
whale
amazing.
cleaner just got super powerful because of that event.
Whale cleaner's gonna start dying off.
Or potentially
Or
overpopulating.
overpopulate. I need to start foraging.
So for tentacle, she has to take 8, right?
No, it
Is that
says
true?
may feed 1 additional time.
She can either take 4 or 8. She can't take somewhere in between.
Correct.
Okay. And then this one gets to gain 2 from that happening.
Mhm.
Cool. And then if
So when
it
when you would have
overpopulates,
to
the
place,
whole thing dies?
No,
Or
so-
it just starts losing fish back into the ocean?
So you fill it up to, these fish, and when you put a fish in here, or when you would have to place a fish on the skeleton, it triggers overpopulation, which means that you get rid of all the fish off the board down to 5, and put
Okay.
them back in a reef.
Down to 5.
Yep,
Oh, that's not so bad.
it's not so bad.
Okay, I like it. All right, I'm gonna have a tentacled, poisonous, spined, speedy fish.
I like it.
Sounds ferocious, and I love it. And before my feeding action, I'm going to leech off of Sam because you have more population than me, and I am a parasite.
Easy clap.
And then I'm going to feed, so I'm going to choose to forage, and I get to forage for 4.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4. Which means that my whale cleaner takes
And then my
Whoop. Your whale cleaner also gets 2, right?
Yep.
And they come from the deep.
Correct.
All right. 2 from the deep.
I gotta find a way to start getting
rid of those. Yeah, jeez. Okay, and I'm not gonna feed again because that would overpopulate me. But I could.
Do it.
I'm not going to.
You won't.
I won't. Okay, and I think I did all my things, right? So now I'm
Yeah.
gonna age. Uno, dos, tres, and then I'm going to.
Good night, Keith.
Good night,
night,
Keith.
Keith.
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
He is one of our beta testers on Oceans. He's a beta tester on Evolution Digital. He's in our Discord.
Oh,
He's just all over the
He's
place.
just like one of our
You go, Keith.
VIP.
Did you eat all of the seaweed?
I did.
You should make him go get you more seaweed.
How dare you? Ugh.
To be fair,
Okay.
you had it for like 2 minutes when he wasn't even sitting there.
It's very true.
I'm very upset. All right, I'm gonna discard these two and.
Too
draw
bad you were
four
playing
more.
the game.
One,
It wasn't even her turn.
three.
It was. It's been
Who
her turn.
shuffled these
now.
cards?
It's been her turn for like 20 minutes.
You know what? All right, and then I get one of these guys. Yeah.
I do know what. He's a cool
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. One extra tree.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take this guy.
Kite
Stick-
inflated maw.
Yeah, stick with my theme of creepy tentacle things.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we've got. Regeneration. We have one extra trait.
Ooh.
Gain 1 from any ocean pile when losing population due to an attack.
All right.
So you lose a little arm and then you grow it right back.
Amazing. I'm gonna get more
pretty nice.
seaweed because y'all are the worst.
All right, Sam, do
Make
your
more
thing.
seaweed.
Do your thing, honey.
Okay. So I'm not. I got it. There's got to be some math here. This is the difficult part.
Or mathing.
So I'm going to gigantic brain my
Okay.
filter feeder as a free action.
Okay.
And then
And you paid 2 for it? Or paid
sorry,
however
I'm
much
gonna
it
pay
costs?
7 for it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Where does this go?
It goes into the reef.
Ooh.
Oh, well that's not even fair then.
Because you're about to feed for a lot?
Yeah, I was debating whether I had to move. Okay.
Ah. Well, there you go. I mean, you get 2 cards, so it's kind of nice that you can now migrate and evolve in the same turn if you need to.
Yes.
Am I winning yet?
Yes. You have the most Swedish fish in front of you. Just dump all of those out behind your screen and then you're winning.
Take you up on that.
Last
There you
time-
go. Pink
Not
and
last
purple
time,
ones.
but-
Finally a use for you.
Last Wednesday I played this game with my local group. And everybody ordered sushi. So it's been like
A+.
a theme.
Oh, I just killed your screen. No counting.
Somebody was saying it would be really cool if we had little mini fish buckets
Oh my gosh.
for,
That would be
for
cool.
points things, or little fish bowls or something.
Yeah.
I think is
Now the
really
deluxe edition has
Chum
cool
buckets.
bags like the other versions of Evolution do, right?
Yes. So if you, it's like an add-on on the Kickstarter. You can choose to pledge it at a certain level, and you can get little silk bags that have the card art printed.
And those silk
So
bags are
cool.
awesome, by the way.
Okay.
I have some from my
So
original.
this is what I'm going to do.
Of
I'm going to
Evolution.
use my 2 actions to play speed and schooling on my
Holy
gigantic brain.
shit.
So basically,
You
no one's ever
have
attacking
infinite
that
cards?
Well, so it can't be attacked or leeched when it has 4 or more population.
Oh my god.
ever. Right, and it
Leeched.
has 5 defense.
Rude.
So that turns off the leeching, but
Yeah.
not yet.
But not yet. So I'm going to do a forage action. My parasite takes the 2 leech.
Oh,
I'm
I
leeching I'm foraging for 9
The leech
Holy
resolves
shit.
before the forage resolves.
because
Yes.
it happens before the
Happens
feed.
before feeding.
Nice.
Holy
So I do
shit.
that.
What you foraged for? Oh yeah,
For
because it's a
9.
filter feeder and speed. Where'd the other?
And the
two come
biodiverse
from?
reef.
Yep.
These are the seaweed snacks that we're having. I don't know
They're
the brand, but they are some very yummy
they're-
flavor. They're covered
the
in
brand.
some kind of.
Give me organic teriyaki seaweed.
They are
snacks.
super yum.
Mm-hmm.
And I will take 6,
Jeez.
7,
Right.
8.
How are you taking 6 off of that?
That's what Giant Brain does.
Giant Brain, in addition to letting you have infinite traits.
Why are you letting him win?
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
what the command in chat says.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm changing the chat
Remember,
commands.
remember when I told you like many turns ago that you should be attacking Sam? Now you know why.
Because
It was because
you're
I knew that card
trifling.
was coming.
That was
Uh-huh,
I
yeah,
think you really turned the tides
sure.
of the game.
Oh!
I see what you did there.
All right. There we go.
I think we're gonna need a mega cut of Bree's
alright,
bad puns.
hold So I need to discard some stuff. Oh, actually, I should keep those.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Hey!
That's what Tilted Table just said.
Right. You know what? In celebration of that gigantic play, I think it's time for another
Cards
giveaway.
mimic life. Yes.
Ooh, I think that's a good.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
idea.
All right, everyone, get your tickets in.
If you have not bought tickets yet, we still have 2 awesome promo cards, and now you can see them in better color.
What's
You
my
know that they're
catchphrase?
promo because they say promo right there.
It's true.
Promo.
Yes, we have hybridization and bioluminescent lore with this sweet, sweet art. Buy your tickets now.
Oh.
Exclamation point tickets and the number of tickets you want to put into the giveaway. Every ticket costs 1 tilt. If you don't know how many tilts you have, do exclamation point tilts. We're going to give you all a sec to buy those tickets before it is too late. And then we are going to pick a winner who will get a sweet, sweet promo card that will not be included in the Kickstarter edition of the game. So this is one of the only ways that you could ever get one, which is pretty awesome.
Hi, Lamoodle.
Whose now you know emote is that? That's amazing. It's beautiful. I love it.
You should have had it for a while.
Yep.
How?
It's Fiend's emote.
Oh, I have
Yep.
that?
Fiend
And you can
NYK.
get up to 25 tickets, so get those tickets.
There are too
In the
many of
meantime,
them. I never
while people are
really
buying their
looked at
tickets,
them.
I'm going to attempt
I
to
don't
take
know if I'm
my
still sub to Fiend.
turn here.
You might have lost your sub.
I
Let's
did
just
not. You're gonna
make
have to
sure
re-gift
these are
it to me.
correctly delineated.
I see how it works.
Wow, that
That is how
Apex
it works.
Predator's not doing so hot.
Yeah, not so hot.
I'm okay with this. I
You
can-
should be attacking Sam.
No!
Yes.
I have a bottom feeder!
You can attack me as much
my,
as you want.
my bottom feeder needs food!
Your bottom feeder's not going extinct anytime soon.
It's true.
How do you
Tilts are
convert-
tickets.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can
Type
feed
in
your bottom
tickets.
feeder, but
Yeah, so if you have tilts, you can just do exclamation point tickets
And then
to buy a
space,
ticket.
and then a number.
Yes.
But
so
it
like,
has to be equal or lesser than the number of tilts
exactly.
you have.
So Acerbic Slight there had 35 tilts and just spent 25 of those tilts to get 25 tickets.
how do you get tilts again?
Barracuda,
You
have
earn
to
tilts by watching the stream.
include-
Oh, that's cool.
That's it. So tilts are just our stream
Your
currency. If you are following the channel, you get 10 tilts right off the bat, and then you earn tilts the more you watch the stream, and then you can spend those tilts to win giveaways.
I have
That's how it
88
works.
tilts. So I'm
It's
gonna
all
write
free.
tickets. 3.
What do I want to do here?
So Barracuda, you can do 25 or less. Fewer. Am I winning yet?
I don't know. How many points do you have?
I don't know, like all of them.
Then you were winning.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go ahead
It would be if you
and
stopped cheating.
Sucks for you.
we're gonna start a shark cleaner
Nice.
here,
Excellent.
and
Well,
then
late in the game for a cleaning service, don't you think?
maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to
Wait, is that your OP shark cleaner?
no.
Okay.
I have an OP whale cleaner,
Ah.
not a shark cleaner.
Okay.
But the whale cleaner is kind of boxed out right now, so it's not necessarily worth playing yet. We're going to spend 2 back to the reef to Cthulhu Leech your Uber cleaner.
Oh!
I'm helping it not die of overpopulation.
Nice.
So
what does it do?
Whenever
All right, let's show everybody this.
So whenever that species ages, I get to score one of its population, and it counts as one of her traits, and it cannot be removed or stolen as a trait. So it is on there
It's
forever
just
as
stuck
long
on.
as that
Wow.
species survives, and it's pretty good at surviving because it basically cleans constantly, which is why it has so much food already. So I'm just trying to help you out, Bree.
Oh, thank you. That's very generous of you.
Especially since you're about to clean off of me.
And
So
Beethoven told us that it's based on the tongue leech, which you should definitely not Google if you ever want to sleep again.
let's see, what else can we do here?
At the end of your turn, are we doing the giveaway?
Yes.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm letting people buy those tickets. In
Oh
the
no,
meantime,
kid butts.
we're going
What did you
to
find?
Go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pay another 2 to play my tentacle leech. So I get
Can
to
you
leech
do that?
one from
It doesn't
adjacent.
count as an action.
It's a deep card.
It's a
You
deep
can
card.
do as many deep cards as,
as
you
many
want.
as you
many
want.
as you want.
Yep.
Holy butts.
It's in the official rule book.
Yep. And in
Holy
our
butts.
printout thing that tells you that you can play as many as you want.
It's kind of gross.
A little
wait,
bit.
I never
All right,
took
so
a
your
thing.
tentacle leech, what does that do?
So before my feeding phase, I leech one from both adjacent species. So I would leech from my dude that has lots of attack, which is nice because it keeps him from being overpopulated, and I leech from Sam's apex predator whale cleaner.
Very nice.
How many you get?
One when I get to that point, but I still haven't used my second surface action, and I'm still probably going to play more deep cards because I have been collecting them.
No.
Okay, here's what else we're going to do. We're going to... you know what? That seems cool, but I don't think it's worthwhile yet.
I want my new emote to be live.
I'll show everybody what the state of your board
All right, so how?
Yeah, my board's getting complicated. Sorry.
Oh my gosh!
What?
I literally just said that, and then when we started stream, my new emote
How
was
does
not
the
live,
two
and now it is.
Extra card. I did the drop.
Oh,
thing.
you can put them on top of any of
We have
the
a new
piles.
one!
So you just cover up some.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look, Sim, look, it's panic. This is my con crunch emote.
All right,
And
so
then-
you've got a schooling inking bottom
fire.
feeder here, which
Yes.
feeds anytime you attack my species here.
And is
And you've
hard to
got-
attack.
You've got your
Is that what I should have named
your
it?
attacker here with an attack value 4,
Yeah,
and then you've got
just
your
put, like,
tentacle
fire in
leech,
the
which
background.
leeches from
Oh, I have
this
another one of
species
those.
and then
It's going.
Sam's species.
That was
Yep.
called
And then it's also shark cleaner, so
Or
anytime
rise.
this guy
I'm
attacks,
excited.
you also get 2 food from the
There's a
ocean.
lot of it.
so
Seemed like a decent
Might
combo.
be
seems
Sad.
good.
Here's what we're going to do is we are actually going to migrate 10
Ooh, okay.
from here to here,
Okay.
I saw it
thus
coming.
disabling that ability because I never forage.
Oh, boo. Boo.
I think that's 10. Make sure I did that right.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Looks
Okay.
good to me.
So that was both of my surface actions. I don't want to play any of my doodads here. So
No doodads? Okay, fine. Oh no, I don't want the pink one.
we're going to go ahead and
I think I only
That's
like the
for you.
pina
I'm
colada.
not eating them.
The white ones?
Yeah, pina colada is
I like
best.
the orange ones.
we're going to go ahead and discard 4 and draw 6.
Okay.
All right.
I am becoming a fan of the aggressive discard and draw strat because it is a thing
great
that
way
I'm
to
not used
cycle.
to being able to do.
Yeah, it's one of the things I really like about
Yeah.
this this game.
Okay,
What-
now
what
I am
just
at my
happened?
feeding phase. So we are going to. I can't attack Sam's thing that's
Ooh.
worthwhile. He has some small. He has some small things that I can attack, but it's
Cheese
not
sticks in a
really that helpful. So we're going to go ahead and munch on this apex predator for 1.
Rude.
Which
Super dumb.
Then, also, I leech off of this one and off of Sam, and I forgot to grab my one free one, which would have come from here. Okay.
Technically, it would have come from there.
Yeah, that's where I took it from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thought you
there
did.
should still be 10 there.
Okay.
And then
Right.
I gain 2 here.
Mm-hmm. For your bottom feeder triggering.
Yep, and I gain 3 here for shark, and you also gain for shark.
Shark bait.
Which
Which causes me to overpopulate.
Does overpopulate happen immediately?
I believe so. So I would place one here, and then I place one here, and now it officially overpopulates. So that goes to the reef, and then I take all of these down to 5. So you causing me to overpopulate has not necessarily worked in your benefit if you're going to be leeching off me.
Yeah, it's not dead.
How does your tentacle leech work?
Before the feeding phase, I leech off of both adjacent species.
It's like leeching, but double.
Yeah,
Or it's like
so
parasite, but double.
it's leech 1 in both directions.
All right.
Now I age.
Very nice.
And nobody goes extinct. So now I can look at these deep cards.
Don't forget to buy your tickets, people, because
Yes.
it's
Tickets,
almost
Yes,
the end of
buy those
your
tickets because
turn.
we're almost going to find out.
Do we play until all the fishes are gone?
Yes.
We're gonna have to pick
Not-
up the pace.
Not
Well,
the
I
reef,
assume it's
just
going to
the ocean.
accelerate.
Okay.
It does. It kind of like, it's a slow build, and then once we get like,
We're going to get like massive amounts of stuff
yeah, it kind of
Okay.
ramps quickly
because
toward the end.
all the gain stuff. Okay. Oh man. Oh man.
Are you looking at mutualism?
I am actually looking at Hydra right now.
All right, let's show everybody what's out here. We've got Hydra, which means when attacking, also take 1 population from each species adjacent to the target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I assume that is not considered an attack on those species. It's more like
You just take it?
You just get 1 from each, right?
Can they?
Because otherwise it could be mitigated by a defense.
Ben would have to clarify that.
Because it doesn't say leech 1, it just says take
Take
one.
1.
So it's unclear if it's clearly not a leech, or it would have just said leech.
Right.
So
but it's not clear that it's an
but
attack
it's not clear
either.
whether or not it's an attack. Yeah. So if you know, Ben.
Hydra makes me think of like a 3-headed attack.
Right.
Hydra smacks.
Yeah. So do the adjacent one that you get, does that count as
Do
an
they
attack
have-
and thus defense would mitigate it, or do you just get 1?
Do we have the option to?
Hydra affecting. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense because it is only 1. It would be super easy to mitigate.
So that's the one you're taking?
So I'm going to
Okay.
take that because it really fits well into my strategy.
Cool.
Because it
Yeah.
smacks.
Are you
Does
gonna
not ignore the initial attack. What do
discard
I?
and draw?
Yeah, I haven't. I've barely even looked at these.
I'm amazed Ben is still with us. It's midnight his time.
Oh, actually,
Oh, thank you, Ben.
I think I accidentally already discarded and drew earlier.
Yeah, you
before
did.
I aged, so I'm
Okay.
done.
Great,
All right.
so we get to draw the winner.
Yes, let's find out who has won. I hope you got your tickets in. A little bit of dugong roll, please. And the winner, which will be re-rolled if it is Kit, is DJ Fluffkins.
I win!
Hacks.
Who are you actually giving it to?
K-Bots.
K-Bots. Congratulations, K-Bots. You have won.
Hacks.
Fantastic.
Hold on, I'm gonna use this great emote I have to celebrate winning.
Oh man,
Oh.
that is a great
Oh,
emote.
Yeah.
You're just a sophisticated Ben.
All right.
I have a different way to celebrate K-Bots winning.
Amazing.
Oh,
What's that?
we both have yay emotes. Look at that.
Do we? Oh yeah, we do. Look at them, they're so cute.
Yes.
It's almost like the same emote artist.
And we're
worked on.
celebrating it by gifting a sub to one Mark
Hey.
I.
L?
L? I don't know if it's an L or an I. Because sans serif fonts are stupid. But congratulations on that sub, and congratulations, Kate Bots. We need to show Kate Bots what the 2 cards are so that Kate Bots can tell us which one they want. And Mood, we will have one more giveaway later, so I'm going to go ahead and open it again right now so you can buy tickets to get in on the last giveaway. But Kate Bots, do you want hybridization or bioluminescent lure?
This one is an event card because it has the purple background and the lightning bolts. You play it out of your hand as an event.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There we go. The giveaway is back open again, so buy those tickets, folks.
Luminescent lure.
That's the one I chose. Yay!
Congratulations.
All right, the last one left is hybridization.
Hybridization.
Yeah, I knew no one would like mine. That's why I picked it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right. Congratulations, Kate Bots.
Kate Bots.
Mood, you have to do
go back
tickets
us on Kickstarter.
and then a number
Yes.
that's greater or less than or equal to the number of tilts you own.
Yep. Hey, Grizzly
Cake
Diz.
bites? Is that what it's saying?
Cake bites.
Kate Bots.
Cake bites. Fight
bots.
spice.
Now it says fight skateboards.
Mood is trolling you now, Guilty. Tickets, a number that's less than or equal to
Oh, Mood, that's perfect.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
Perfect.
K-pops?
Nailed it.
K-pops.
All right. Now I believe it is your turn.
I might. All right.
All right.
Time to kill Jordan.
What? I'm not even winning.
What? Felt cute. Might kill Jordan later. IDK.
That tentacle leech is looking mighty tasty over there.
It's true.
And you don't have any defensive traits out on it.
It's
So,
almost like I planned it that way so that it wouldn't get overpopulated. I mean, what?
okay.
You should definitely not attack it. I definitely don't want you to attack
First of all,
I mean, she could just absolutely kill it.
it. You can't absolutely kill it. It only dies on my turn when it ages, and I'll just feed it again.
so for my first action, I'm going to, or this is not an action, this is just a free thing. I'm going to discard
Mood. Tilts
Cinnamon.
are our
I got it.
stream currency.
I got it.
2 to the reef, and I'm putting out hard shell so that
Barracuda's got it.
he can't be attacked. So now this guy has a defense of 7.
What? Oh, hard shell.
Yeah, so I am
I
an
see how it
apex
is.
predator. I'm very fast, and I've got a hard shell.
I see how it is.
That does not count towards my action limit. So I
Trying to
still
break
have
up
2
my
actions.
engine, are you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So you have 2 tilts now, Mood, but if you follow the stream, you will get 10 tilts right away that you can use to buy tickets. What do?
What do?
I see how it is. Yeah, that's true.
All right.
I'm not gonna win. Sam's gonna win.
Maybe.
Whatever, you can have unlimited traits on that thing. You can just keep stacking them.
Okay.
Why did we let
I'm
him get
gonna
the
play
brain?
a parasitic.
Because you having the
wait,
brain
no.
and the Colossus would have
don't
been
wanna do
even
that.
worse.
Yeah, Brain and Colossus, that would have been game over.
Whatevs.
What if it became a brain
you.
Colossus filter feeder so that the max is even better? Welcome to the table, Mood.
Hey.
I'll trade you my Gargantuan for
You know
your
what?
Gigantic.
All right.
Get out of here.
I mean, they have like similar number of letters.
All right. Now that the follow has registered, Mood, you should be able to buy the tickets. I think you bought them a little bit too early before your tilts had updated. Now that the bot knows that you followed, now you'll be able to buy the tickets.
All right. So I put that guy out. That's my first action. I've played a new species. I've got parasitic.
You're parasiting off of Guilty.
Oh boy.
And I don't think that triggers poisonous spines.
Gotta go
If I'm
squish.
correct.
Rude.
And then
There you go, Mood. I see you in the giveaway. You got all 12 of those tickets, and you're gonna get more as the stream goes on, so you can keep buying more tickets before we pick the winner to get a better chance of winning.
all right. I have
How-
one more.
How do fish work in the end game?
Anything on
How
here
do you mean?
you score.
Yeah, you score anything out on your
everything.
boards. And
Just
then
like
you score
old
everything behind your
evolution.
shield, and then you get 1 point for every species that's out.
Okay.
And then in turn order, I should have dealt these out earlier, but yeah, in turn order, starting with Chelsea, 0 extra fish, and then you get 1, and then you get 2, and I get 3, to
Oh.
balance out the turn order thing.
Should we have started with them?
It doesn't matter because you can't
No,
use
it's
them to
who
purchase deep
ends.
cards.
Okay, that's why I was asking.
So-
okay,
Before, after, it's all right.
they're not even
Technically, I
behind
should
the
have done
screen.
it first, but yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
mean,
just-
it seems reasonable to do at the end as long as you remember who started.
Yeah.
So that you don't accidentally spend them as part of your group
All
set.
right. Sorry, I'm taking so long
Oh, it's
here.
fine.
I've got so many good options.
Now that you can take 2 surface
Uh-oh.
actions and play deep cards, suddenly your turns become a little bit more involved.
All right, so I'm gonna play Symbiotic. Gain 1 when the species to the left forages or attacks.
All right.
So hopefully between Parasitic and Symbiotic, I can get some fish on this guy. And then I'm going to take my attack, and I'm going to attack your Tentacle Leech here for a total of 5.
Great. You can have it all. For now.
Okay.
I'm schooling you.
No, I'm schooling.
All right, so that feeds my Shark Cleaner.
Yeah, no worries.
So I
No worries,
gain
Mood.
1.
Always happy to help. Oh,
And 2.
and now foraging has become valuable again.
Okay, so yeah, we've got Biodiverse Reef back on.
After I did all that work.
Oh yeah, and this would have triggered before my feeding phase. Sorry.
Oh.
So I would leech too.
So you know what's hilarious? My shark cleaner triggers off of you attacking my shark cleaner. So I'm gonna take 3.
Where's your
'cause
shark? Oh yes,
You
yes, it
you
sure
had
does.
3 or more attack.
Oh
So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my 3
So
back.
score 1 and 1 and 1. All right. Let's see. Now I get to draw up and potentially.
Oh, and I Cthulhu leech off of you.
Ooh.
Thanks.
How does that work?
The one that I
yes,
played
you
on
get.
you.
Anytime I score, you get to score 2, right?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I can also. Yeah, I can also purchase a deep card. I think I'm going to take 3 off the top and choose 1.
It's kind of weird because I don't know if there are other deep cards that do things like Cthulhu Leech.
Oh my god.
But I kind of wish that there was like a token that you could have that you could put on the card to indicate that you were the one who played it so that we don't have to remember who played it.
Say that again?
Like, potentially as the game goes on, we could forget who played the Cthulhu Leech and who's supposed to take the thing.
Well,
because
it's a deep card, right?
There's only one.
So there's
Yeah.
only one.
No, I know. I'm saying there could be other cards that player tokens might be useful for. I just don't know, right?
Okay, so we've got 2 new deep traits out. One is an event. It's called Feeding Frenzy. Play before your feeding phase. Each of your species may attack this turn. That's super powerful. And then we have Endurance.
Excuse me.
May have 1 extra trait. Takes 1 extra population whenever it gains. And it's got base value, Forage 1, Attack 1. All right. And I just have to draw up, and then it is your turn.
All right.
Let's see.
So how does overpopulation happen?
Okay.
Is it when you get to 10?
Yeah, when you
have to
to
put
the
it on
when you
the
have to put it on that fish,
Yeah.
you've overpopulated, and you have to discard fish down to 5 and put them back in the reef.
All right.
And is it specifically the number of fish is 5 or 5 slots?
The number of fish is 5.
Okay. So your filter feeder wouldn't help with that.
What do you mean?
I was, because your filter feeder allows you to store extra on the top 3. I was wondering if it was 5
Everything
slots, you could
goes-
keep 8, right? But that's what I was trying to check.
Yeah.
Nope, you just get to keep 5 fish
Okay.
in your population. All right, I am all done.
Okay. I'm going to pay 6 fish and put out my Colossus.
All right, cannot be attacked. May take less population than its forage value.
And it can forage for 11 bishes.
That's nuts.
Wow.
And super good.
And it's gonna go right
All by
here.
itself?
Yes.
Can't be attacked. I'm gonna find a way around that. Oh wait,
Well,
And it
you already have a way
starts-
around it.
It starts with one from the deep, right?
do I?
Yep.
How?
I thought you said you had your Hydra card.
Oh yes, the Hydra. That's true. Yeah, the Hydra would take one from the Colossus if I attacked an adjacent species, because it ignores all defensive traits.
Wait, what?
If my Hydra that I got that allows me to take one from adjacent species,
Yep.
I can attack one of the ones adjacent to the Colossus and then get one off the Colossus.
Yes.
Cool. Good
'Cause
to
it's
know.
Not. It doesn't count as an attack, says Ben.
I like it.
Okay. I'm also gonna pay 3 and make my parasitic apex predator gigantic.
What?
That is awesome.
So now this has a defense of 6. Jordan,
I-
just try.
'Kay.
Just try me. Okay.
Oh, I will.
All
Wait,
right.
how does it have a defense
No,
of 6?
no, it has an
It's-
attack value of 6.
Oh shit! It doesn't
Defense
have
is
any.
the
of-
shells.
Its defense is still just Apex Predator,
Yeah, that
Three.
is just the base defense.
which I can.
It's all right.
I'll be over soon.
Kill this thing. Kill this thing.
You're welcome to try.
I will. Okay. And then I get to play normal cards.
Let's show everybody what you got going on here. 'Cause
Yeah.
you really do have quite the spread.
She has lots of
you.
stuff.
I like my stuff.
All right, so you've got Poisonous Spine, Speed, and Tentacled. So it's got attack value of 2 and a defense of 2, and it can attack twice. And then we've got the Inking Transparent Whale Cleaner, which is very well defended. And then we've got Gigantic Apex Predator Parasitic, attack value of 3, defense value of 3. And then we've got at the far end a Colossus, cannot be attacked, can forage up to 11.
It doesn't have to do all 11 though.
I keep
And that's
forgetting that
very
I can
cool, too.
insert species, and that's so important with the way my stuff is set up.
Yeah.
I keep thinking like, oh man, I can't do any of this, but no, I actually can do a lot.
Yeah, those old evolution rules are kind of ingrained.
Yep.
And you kind of have to relearn
Tentacles.
everything, but I like it.
8 out of here.
Yeah, it works. It works well.
1, 2,
We
3,
migrating?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we are. Can I do that twice instead of evolving?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do that again then. I'm gonna do an inking and do 5.
Now, if you moved it from this one, it would trigger the scoring. Keep that in mind as well.
Extra aging. I like that.
Score faster.
And it only
score more.
goes this way, right? It only goes 1.
It can go any direction. Any. When you migrate, you can move fish from any pile to any pile.
Okay.
But it has to be all from one pile to another.
I'm gonna move it here.
Ooh, we're turning off the.
We are. We're turning off extra foraging.
Okay.
I like that. Good call. We don't need extra foraging. Foraging is just so not a
2,
thing
3,
for me.
4, 5.
You really don't need it.
6,
You're doing a pretty good
7.
job of
I'm trying.
And then I'm gonna take.
draining everything off of me.
You're
I'm gonna
doing a
take
good
feeding
job
frenzy.
of
I'm
slowing
playing the
me down,
defense.
though.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
am
take
playing the
feeding
defense game though,
I'm gonna take
which is hard to overcome.
regeneration.
Working on it though.
Seems reasonable.
Bottom. Oh, we got an OP bottom feeder here. It gains 2 when adjacent species attacks, or yeah, loses population due to an attack instead of 1. All right, your turn.
So I'm gonna pay 2.
Would it be useful
Or
to
my
have
reef?
attack defend numbers?
This goes to the reef. What I pay?
Yes, it does.
To play gene transfer on my parasite.
What does that do?
There are.
So it lets me swap a trait between this animal to an animal
Right now, or
before my aging phase.
so every turn you can do that.
You can
Yes.
swap between
Wow.
your.
That's a deep card, I assume.
It
Yes.
is.
That seems super powerful.
Would it be useful to have attack defend numbers on species cards like pop and body size and evolution? They do have attack and defend numbers.
He means on this, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, on the species cards?
It
Yeah.
could be useful, but I imagine
like
that
a
it was.
tracker?
I
Yeah.
imagine that it was eliminated as redundant since the current state is always reflected by the cards, unlike Evolution, where
Yeah, he's
you
just
discard
saying
a card
it's
and
like
it's
an at a
permanent.
glance
I think-
sort of thing.
I think that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Because otherwise, it could easily get out of sync. Like you replace a trait and then you forget to update it, and so that's like extra fiddliness for the players.
Yeah, there doesn't. Well, I mean,
would agree with that. Yeah.
That's my guess as to why it's not.
yeah.
Is
I-
try and like have, even though it is nice.
You do,
it's-
yeah,
yeah.
you have to,
You
add up,
do
but
have to
it's-
do math in this
Yeah.
game.
It's pretty minimal.
and that's
Yeah.
what we're learning.
Yeah, what you're suggesting makes sense, but at the same time, like the body size and population markers in Evolution add fiddliness to the game, and I think what wasn't
Jordan's
didn't
just, like,
Evolution
saying
in the
fiddliness.
beginning actually get rid
Oh.
of that entirely in favor of just
Shit,
putting
I forgot
cards
to
underneath
age.
it?
Got rid of body size, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
Um,
to eat or age.
So this is not the
Very
first
important.
time
Yeah.
that a game in
I'm
the
gonna fill
Evolution
up.
series has tried to get rid of those markers because of the extra fiddliness that it has. But if you're used to it, it certainly doesn't
I'm only
seem
gonna
so bad.
eat 8, and then I'm gonna take 1 from everyone. And also, the whale cleaner gets
So is mine.
Yes.
2.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting, Barracuda,
Your whale
because
cleaner doesn't. I have a whale cleaner right here.
Oh, my whale cleaner does that,
Hers
right?
does, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
from a
Is it
game design
on the other
standpoint,
side?
you're
Yeah, because you still have your...
you're sacrificing viewing game state at a glance easily for fiddliness of components and
Jordan,
how easy it
just-
is to make mistakes.
can we get a fiddliness counter for how many times
Yeah.
he says fiddliness?
5.
It's a good
I'm just
word.
making up a number.
That's a real term in game design.
Yeah.
It is. Fiddliness, it's a thing.
6.
7.
All right. Can I challenge us to...
Are you done, Sam?
No, I was waiting for Chelsea to finish her turn again.
I'm sorry. I finished my turn. I'm just saying it's 9:36.
We can
Can
just
I
do
challenge
this.
us?
Yeah, we can
we could just get rid of this one.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds
Shorten
good.
the game.
My
That seems-
game
that seems-
strats.
I mean, there's still like 30 of them.
Oh, your strats. I'm sorry.
Here. We'll add a
It's
few.
okay. It's
There.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I think
It's
I
not
know.
your. Okay.
Oh, I thought you had already finished.
No.
your turn. Okay.
We don't want to trap Bree.
My
we
turn's
might.
gonna take like 2 minutes. I've just been waiting a long time for it to get
He's
to my
been
turn.
plotting.
Yeah. Like I know.
I've been plotting too.
I know exactly what cards I'm going to play. waiting
I
for
did
that
too. I just
opportunity.
forgot to feed.
Alright.
So when are you going to draw for this final one?
Ooh,
At the
ooh,
end of the
ooh,
game?
ooh.
or-
Yeah, I think at the end of the stream we'll draw for the final card.
Sounds good. Get your
So get-
tickets in.
Exactly.
Get your tickets in.
Drinking game of doom, fiddly shots.
Fiddly shots.
11.
Sam has no idea what he's doing, so he
Nope.
should lose because he's bringing us down.
Now I just want to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now I just want a knockoff game called Fiddly Winks.
So I'm gonna forge
That brings me back to my childhood.
for 7.
Ooh, whale cleaners, wake up.
Well, you did that, didn't you?
Yep.
3.
Hey, that's 4 more tickets if you want, Mood. Nice.
2.
They accumulate
And then
pretty
I'm gonna
fast.
play my 7.
Oh, he's gonna win. There's
yeah.
no way to stop
Sam
that.
is
Yeah.
just
No, mathematically I'm like super limited.
Mathematically.
I'm
What?
super
Oh my
We're
god.
getting like 3 a turn, and you're getting 7 a turn.
Anytime you attack, you're making more than it's a.
But I can't score them, and I have a cap.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at the end of the game, you get points for everything.
But
on
I
the
have
thing.
a cap. You
He has
can
a cap.
add 7, score them, and then get
God.
another
and
7
also
the next turn.
everything he has out is potentially stuff that I can attack him for
Yeah.
and take off of his
Yours
board.
is significantly
Once it's in
better.
your
Jordan's
score thing,
just
it's
mad
protected.
because someone else has figured out how to cheat better.
She's got like this. This is ridiculous.
What are you talking about? It's just a big whale. It's just hanging out at the bottom of the ocean. It's just
In fact,
Okay, let's go.
I'm pretty sure the
I'm
only
just
way we
eating cool.
I'm pretty sure the only way we can beat Sam is to get this active without ending the game, so that we can start doubling up on our aging, because it benefits us more than him.
All right, let's
we
do
do
it.
mass
Sam's doing
migration.
his draw.
Oh, I
Doing
like
my
this.
draw.
Don't
double
listen to him; he's
migrated.
baiting you. I assume you mean
baiting you.
Sam, because Sam's always baiting everyone.
It's definitely Jordan.
Baiting.
Hey! All right, done, Sam?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to create ourselves the first insert species that I've done. I don't know if other people have done it, but first time I've inserted a species.
Okay.
And it's going to be a symbiotic inker.
What?
This comes from here, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to pay 3 to the reef for a Leviathan, bringing my attack to 9.
Gross.
You know I had it.
Hate it.
And then we're going to pay 3 for biotic cycle reversal, so that whenever this gets reduced to 0 population, it gains 3.
Stop.
Just straight off.
Get the
Yep,
hell out of
yep.
here.
So does that mean it never can die?
Yes, it can never die as long as it has that trait.
Rigged.
Wow.
Okay, so now I am going to attack you. You have 7 defense, I have 9 attack, so I take 2.
Correct.
Oh, I also leech off of Sam.
Yeah, you need to do your before feeding thing.
I leech off of Sam.
How many?
That's just 1. And then off
and then
of
you
myself.
leech off of the other.
Yep.
Exactly. Okay, then you're attacking.
Then I
for 2.
attack.
So my shark cleaner.
Yep, both shark cleaners trigger.
My shark cleaner gains 2, so that turns on foraging.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
is it just, yeah, it's just 2. I also gain 2 here, and then...
Why?
Because I also have a shark cleaner.
Ugh.
And then my symbiotic triggers, which gains 1 whenever this one attacks or forages. And then my bottom feeder triggers because this one was attacked, so I gain 2. If we wanted to put that on camera at all.
Oh yeah. Showing off.
Yeah, that's fine. So then I age 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, Sam, I get 4 to your 7 off of like 1 creature. And I believe that is it, except for drawing. Let me do the deep card first so that you can start your turn while I'm just discarding stuff.
Okay, thanks.
Wow, that's a sweet bottom feeder. Not as helpful now, but... What? Okay. Endurance is pretty cool. We're gonna do endurance here,
Cool.
I think.
So that takes 1 extra population anytime you gain.
Yes, and it can have an extra trait, so it does. Basically, this doesn't count towards my trait total. All right, now it is your turn, and I'm gonna discard a bunch of stuff.
Okay. So I am going to drop my hard shell and discard that trait, and I'm going to
well
play.
then.
Wait, you can just do that?
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you will need to put a new thing down,
And I'm gonna play
I didn't
Deep Sea Kraken.
which does
May
what?
attack 1 additional time. Population from each attack after the first goes directly to your score bag, and I attack for 5.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm gonna put that one on there, and I have to
Wow.
pay the cost, which is 4.
So basically,
Wow.
your second attack, you get
It just goes
all of it straight.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So,
I wish I had deep cards that did things like that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you
my-
should have been looking for them.
So my first attack is gonna be this guy.
Okay.
Very nice.
And your
So
attack
I-
is
for 5.
Okay, so you take 5.
I do, and then that fills this guy.
Here's
So
your
my
5.
my shark cleaner gets 2, right?
Your shark cleaner gets 2.
So
My
gain-
shark cleaner gets 2.
Alright, so I gain 2. And then I get to do my second attack. So my second attack is going to be my own guy, my Cthulhu Leech. 1, 2,
Shock.
3, 4, 5.
Nice.
And that gets to go into my scoring.
Wow.
And then I also shark
I
clean
don't know if I'm
again.
going to be able to catch up though.
You shark clean again.
I shark clean again for 2.
You know what? I'm just gonna give me 7 cards. I don't like any of these. I don't think there's anything I can draw that's gonna help me at this point, but I might as well dig for it.
What happens when we run out?
Of cards, I assume we shuffle.
Okay, no.
For this
Yeah,
card?
you just
I'm
shuffle a
gonna take
discard
the
and
deep card out of there then.
then draw.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, and sorry. I forgot to, it doesn't have a greater population, so this does not do anything. Alright, so now we are in, the aging. I should have actually played 2 actions, but I didn't. I got too excited, to do my attacks. So I'll age.
You want
1,
to?
2,
We can
3.
go back and do that.
Alrighty. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Alright, that is my turn. Over to you.
Alright. I think I'm gonna cool it on the deep cards for now.
Is there any opportunity to ask an opponent for a card?
Hey, Shiny.
So
So
I
you
can
can say
take
go
over.
fish. That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
How's it going, Shiny? Shiny, we are doing a giveaway at the end of the stream if you want a sweet, sweet promo card that is not included even in the Kickstarter version of the game.
If you win, I'll mail it to you. Shiny's in Australia.
Guilty has agreed
I feel
to mail
like
it to you.
a card,
Yeah, it's not too
it
bad.
circumvents the rules of not shipping out of the U.S. because it's like,
It's a card.
yeah,
we should
I
have
think
told
it's
Maverick Mark
like 80
that.
cents postage or something.
Maverick,
It's like a like a stamp.
An international
buy
stamp.
tickets,
Hi,
Maverick.
Okay.
You're still here.
I'm going to get rid of this bottom feeder. Oh wait.
Were you ending your turn?
Bottom feeders are
No,
so
I was
good.
I was gonna migrate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Shit. But if I migrate, then I don't get the aging thing, right?
Yeah, and if you migrate these out of here,
You end
it
the
ends
game.
the
I
game.
end the game.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you could migrate some fish to here, or you could migrate a bunch to here. But yeah, you
That-
would if you migrated all these out, it was just like boom, end the game,
Oh,
and then
sorry.
count
I
points.
also forgot to Cthulhu Leech you.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the other reason why I'm going to lose spectacularly is I spent a lot on deep cards that are not going to have enough time to pay off because we took like 40 fish out.
Right.
But that's fine. Because I'm more interested in figuring out like the combos than
Yeah.
the end result. And then that way we can put an asterisk next to Sam's win and say he didn't really win. So, it all works in our favor.
Right. So theoretically, you could be the winner.
Right. I could have won maybe. I invested a lot in a good combo of deep cards.
I'm an American citizen, comrades. I breathe
Yeah.
America.
I believe it's America.
Right?
Yeah. I'm going to heck.
Especially because I'm planning on putting these out next, which I think will work very well with my current setup.
I'm going to play.
I'm building a good combo.
If
it's
she
just-
doesn't end the
Right,
game.
that's what I'm saying. So like, if the game wasn't about to end, this would be a great play. But I'm probably gonna end up with like single-digit fish behind my screen because I'm spending on deep cards. But that's okay. I'm going for the sweet
Give
combos.
it.
I'm all about the sweet combos. Speaking of which,
yeah.
what does Guilty have? In fact, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to this screen because we haven't seen this screen in a while. Woo! Big
It's half
goal!
my face.
Ooh.
As he leans back into the overlay where his face can't be seen.
I like it when Guilty challenged us to finish the game quickly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Shark Cleaner. That's it.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I'm doing. Do I have to play 2?
You can migrate.
I could migrate.
So if you
You
wanted,
may.
if you wanted
You do
to,
not have
if
to.
you wanted the
I don't
game
want
to
to.
not end immediately, you could migrate out of the reef into, or you could even
Oh,
turn
I
that
can
off.
move things back.
Yeah, you can move things out of the reef into the
You
ocean.
you can move
Oh,
all of
that's
these
weird.
in here, which would
Oh, you could trigger
turn
the
off
aging.
that.
I like aging.
Trigger it, or sorry, it would trigger aging, turn off that, but it wouldn't end the game.
Right.
That would be an interesting play.
I like the aging though.
Right. So if you want to
So
turn
yeah,
it
if you
on,
want to turn it
more
on,
aging.
you have to get the
if
fish
you
off
have
of
a
it.
card that
Wait,
can
what do you mean
migrate
turn
from
it on?
If you do this, it activates this event. This event has never activated
Oh, it's
because
not
we've never
activated.
cleared it.
Yeah, we're only
Gosh, dang it.
aging.
But if you
Okay.
have a migrate of 6 or more,
I do.
then
I'm gonna get rid of.
Okay, bots, please time out Maverick Mark.
English only, please.
I'm
Okay,
gonna get
Bots
rid of
isn't
this
a mod on this.
bottom feeder, and I'm gonna move them all to.
Maverick's saying he loves something. The
Yeah.
United
Let
States
the
of
United
America.
States of America.
Yeah. It's something. I forget what the first one is. But yeah, he's basically
Maybe
saying
in
love the
Sim's
United States of
channel,
America.
I have to time you out. Beautiful. All right, so this is activated.
It is
Timed
activated.
out. All right. So
All right.
now you can get to age
1
immediately
second.
for +1. So you actually get the biggest benefit.
Yep.
Oh,
that
actually-
happens when I age, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Under aging, you'll,
Which is-
you'll do 2
Yeah.
off of each
So
card.
make sure that your poisonous sprites don't die, or spines.
Yeah, it would go extinct if you were to leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Also, what's the status with your shark cleaner? It doesn't
Oh, I
have one
don't
on
know.
it? Did you?
You need
She
to
just
create
created
Yeah,
okay,
I
so you
just
need to
made
start
it.
it with 1.
So here's
what,
your one.
What is the downside of going extinct?
You just lose the species.
It's
But at
1
the end of the
point-
game,
Do I
what, it's
score
1 point per
for-
card?
1 point per species that's out, and then obviously whatever point she would have gotten with this, you lose that potential engine, especially if it's triggering other things.
Hold on.
Oh. I see. Okay.
Can I swap cards as an action?
I see what you did.
Like,
you
take
can
tentacle.
remove it, and you can place as an action. You can remove
That's
one,
wanna-
and
yeah. I was gonna
not
say.
do this.
I kept.
gonna take away
I didn't realize that he was
tentacles.
basically just
I'll give
phonetically
this
spelling English
shark
with Russian
cleaner.
characters, because the second word looks a lot like
So then I
the
am going
word
to.
love in Russian.
That makes sense.
you're going to attack.
So I was
yep.
very confused.
I'm gonna attack with my gigantic parasitic apex predator.
Do you have any effects that trigger before feeding that you need to take care of?
do. I have
Yes.
a leech.
So you leached off of your Colossus.
Beautiful.
Sam, do you have a shark cleaner?
I do not.
Sweet.
You're good.
I do.
Yes. We've
Okay.
boxed her in.
Me?
All right.
You.
Oh,
We've
So-
boxed Bree's shark cleaner in.
sorry.
It's fine.
Um,
Russian
so I'm
parasitic
going
apex
to-
predator. Oh my.
Yes, we will attack for a
You
total
attack.
of ace.
Right.
It's very fierce.
Who doesn't have defense?
In Soviet Ocean, schoolfish you.
You could attack his apex predator that have 5 down there.
You
'cause
will
you
go
beat.
over. FYI.
You can attack my 5. I'd be happy to let you have that.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you would go down 0, and then you would just get more, and then trigger a bunch of other things,
Yeah.
right?
Unfortunately,
Or I
if
could
you
eat those 4.
actually, yeah, no matter what happens, the game's going to end right here because we have 2 shark cleaners. Oh wait, no, the shark cleaners would only gain 4. So it's possible the game.
I'm
will
gonna
end.
attack the leech because it's not gonna over. No,
Yeah,
it is
well,
It
gonna
will
overfill me.
overpopulate you.
Okay, so I have to eat 3 or less.
What's your attack?
Attack value 6.
10?
It's
Oh, yeah.
so
7?
so it's
Plus
Your attack
7.
value is
13.
6.
It's 13.
It's
Wait,
13.
Plus 7
It's
and
gigantic.
if the attack.
Plus
the
7
target
if the
is
target
okay.
has
If it's got no defensive
traits.
Now you could attack Jordan,
Could be
and that would
6.
just get
And
you
I'll-
2
Yeah, you can attack something with defensive
with
traits.
defense, and you'd get.
But where's
2.
the fun in that? I want 13.
Well, you can't have 13.
I want
You would end up
13.
with less than you started if you did that.
Yeah, you absolutely.
But
would.
I want 13.
That is not how this game works.
Can I attack you?
You can attack the way you. I mean,
Can
you
I
could-
attack this one?
No.
Damn it.
That one's massive. And
Alright, I'm gonna attack
This one can't be
That one.
attacked at all, so you don't have a choice.
The Inkling gets you
Schooling.
exactly 3.
Schooling cannot be attacked
No,
or
no,
leashed.
no. The one that.
Oh, this one.
Sorry.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
thought
it's
your
hard
things
to
were in the
tell
wrong
which are
side.
which
Sorry.
because they're all
Yeah,
squished
this one only
together.
has the one.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right, I'll attack the Leviathan.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait, it can't be attacked. Huh.
Why?
It literally
It's-
says cannot be attacked.
It's Leviathan.
You kidding
So
me?
you can go after Sam.
You.
Or you can take this for 1, a whole 1. It's very exciting.
Or I could attack that apex predator.
For 4, which
could
would put
attack
you
it
over.
4 would put you over.
Yeah,
Four
so
would put me
Sam's
over.
is probably your best bet.
For
Whale
1?
cleaner?
Oh yeah, so it's Sam's for 1 or my inking for 1.
What about that guy? The apex predator?
That would take you over.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could attack one of your own maybe. Do you have a defensive trait that would make that work?
I
You
could
could attack
this
this one
guy.
for 3.
Oh
but
yeah, and then he would gain 2 and still be
Yeah.
alive.
All right, I'm gonna attack my poisonous spike guy. Oh, but it
Shark
takes
cleaner?
3.
To the reef. Oh, so that
Oh, I like it. It's
doesn't-
worth
Oh,
it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wait.
So I'm
why?
gonna attack this guy for 3. So then everyone's shark cleaner gets 2.
No.
Ready?
Not everyone.
Yes.
No.
The one's
Just-
closest.
Yes. Okay. So
Wait,
my
Wait, yours doesn't get it.
is
Mine
her
does, though,
is
right?
her shark cleaner closest to
Oh, no.
itself?
Yeah.
Does that even?
It is,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I didn't see that there.
So
Oh,
Bree's
forgot about it.
Bree's triggers and
No,
mine
Breeze
triggers.
does not trigger.
Sorry,
why?
Guilty's
Kelsey's
triggers.
But what
Guilty's
about
and
on
mine.
the other side?
It's mine.
It's his.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So
Ah.
Okay.
yes, it's fine.
Okay, so
So-
it gets
I'm
3.
surrounded.
But
Trying to figure this out, chat.
after being attacked, the attacker and each other species that gain from the attack lose 3 to the reef.
Oh.
Wait, that means you just killed
You
yourself.
just killed your own thing.
Yeah, whatever.
You're killing your own spine to
To
take
mess
3
with
away.
Jordan?
But it doesn't even affect me. It just takes 3 fish away. Okay.
You also lose 3.
Yeah.
I know.
You actually lose 6 just to make me lose 3 and kill your own species that caused this to happen.
I'm super happy with this.
Fish is gonna fish, Jordan.
Let's get some.
I mean, if you want to
guilty
do it, it's
whatever this
fine.
thing is.
It literally doesn't affect me in any meaningful way. You're just torpedoing yourself.
I mean,
if you count the thing she has behind her, it might be worth it.
Her options are also not.
I mean,
Great.
she could
As
just
far as-
attack someone else for 1 and not lose 6.
It's true.
Right? Like, it is a net benefit for her to attack
Ah,
almost anything else.
fine, you jerks. I will attack Sam.
For 1?
Yes.
But those 2 you threw back, you still get to gain here,
Oh,
which is...
fine.
Oh wait, there's population in the reef. You can't attack it. Thank you.
Okay, you attack
That
me.
game, right?
Here.
Fine, I'll
Wait,
attack
wait,
you.
am I?
Nope.
No, you're still
No,
not closest.
no.
But you can still attack me for the 1.
Why can't I attack Bree for the 1?
Oh,
She doesn't have anything.
she doesn't
that
have
you
any...
can only get-
Oh, you can attack that for 1, if you want.
Why can't I attack that?
You would get more than
You would
1
get more than 1.
over
I
feet.
can attack this?
Yes. Great.
Cool.
Okay.
You guys are weird.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Chat, I hope you were timing whose turns take the longest
Yeah,
throughout this
it-
game.
Long story short, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me either.
All
I
right.
You
no-
should have just let me do that.
All right. I'll
If
finish.
you didn't try to
I wasn't trying to
God
ta-
everyone else's turn.
I wasn't
Hold
trying
on.
to talk you out
Hold
of it.
on.
Wouldn't
I
take
was
that
fine with
long.
it.
Let's just finish the game. Let's finish the game. I'm about to finish the game. All right. So I am going to.
Sure.
Chess clocks are in the mail.
Oh, I didn't age.
And your age too.
Age 2 birthday. All right. Okay. So I'm.
Guilty's willingness to take out herself and everyone around her was not accounted for in the initial game design.
I am migrating a bottom feeder.
Very few
To move
game
5.
designs account for suicide. Yo, Mood, thank you for the 100 biddies.
Hey, thank you, Mood.
5. I'm going to play Whale Cleaner. Start a new species. Grab 1 from the reef.
Cool.
Then I'm going to forage, which gets me.
I gained 2.
Nope.
No, that's right.
Both
I'm
my
blocked
whale-
again.
Actually.
Do I
Goodness.
get to?
No, he's got whale cleaners on either side of his wheel.
What?
So nobody except
So-
him gets to gain.
3, 4.
So
Oh,
selfish.
he foraged
5,
in
6,
double
7.
whale cleaner.
So
Double whale cleaner.
selfish.
But I did enough to just trigger endgame,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you did?
All
You
right.
gained 6 out of that?
because I have a double Whale Cleaner over here.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah!
And then wins.
I don't know. We got to count the things.
Yeah.
Does that mean we
definitely
get to figure out who the winner is?
We will.
I think so.
Whoa, that's
But
exciting.
first, as a little thank you to Mood for those 100 biddies,
What's that?
Mood gets a sub. Surprise!
Yay! Oh, heck. Oh, nice.
Cool.
Congratulations, Mood, and thank you so much for being
before
here.
before you wipe down everything, just saying, cards do in the case of ties, having cards out does break a tie.
Okay.
So
It's
keep
like
that in
total
mind when
number of
you're
cards?
when you're counting everything up.
Wait, total number of cards counts?
That you have out.
No,
Only for tie
in
breaking.
tie breaking.
Yeah.
So don't move your cards just yet.
Oh.
Hold
on.
I don't think there's going to be a tie.
Wait.
I'm really sad that I didn't get to put in my bottom feeder that would just gain off of
I don't
people
think it
attacking
matters
this
which
thing
fish were on which
that couldn't
card.
die.
Oh, okay.
She's just
Yeah.
saying don't.
No, she's
leave
talking about
cards.
traits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Well,
we've
I
got
mean,
some-
should I just play all my traits because this thing doesn't have
Oh
to
my
age?
gosh.
you could, yeah.
Okay.
You don't have that many?
Well, you don't have that many actions.
Well, yeah, you can't do
Oh,
your
sorry, I'll
actions
play one.
after your feeding
Yeah, there you go.
phase.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is the balancing the turn order thing. So you would get
Okay.
Oh my god.
1, you get 2,
I'm gonna get last place by 2 less than before.
Ah.
and then I get
You get
3.
Actually, that's not true
Okay.
because you got 3. So
Okay, so yeah, so it's 1 for every species that you have out. So that's 1 extra. So
1, 2, 3,
you've got 4. So
Thank you.
I also
2,
have 4.
3, 4,
my score is going to be pitifully low.
and then 4. And then how many you've got?
I have
4 out.
4. Yeah. Did everyone just have 4 except for you?
Except for me. Yep, I get 3.
That's
All right.
All right.
not a huge difference maker, sadly.
So then everything on your boards, and then everything behind your shields.
Oh, that's sad. That's very sad. All
Well,
right,
my
I'm gonna
pile's
put my
looking pretty
deep
sad
cards
too.
back. I still think you got me. Because I spent
1, 2, 3.
6.
30 exactly.
Oh, okay. So I literally beat you by my bonus because I have 32.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah. I spent 10 points on deep cards.
Yeah.
So I was very heavily invested, which is not going to work well in a short game, obviously.
So you've got 3, and then 6.
And then you're Cthulhu League.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Forgot about
it's
that.
entirely possible that there's like a couple, like 1 or 2 points that I was missing from forgetting to do that on your turn.
I don't know.
But
What'd you get?
I got 32.
I got 31.
Sam's got 40.
Sam's
47.
47.
What?
Yep. Called
You
it.
got?
31.
I got second.
Oh my god! I'm in last place.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Not surprising.
Spent too much time
Wow.
teaching.
I spent too much
You were
time
tutoring us.
defending myself against all of your
The bottom
shenanigans.
feeder was
Jordan.
good.
Evil
Jordan was constantly on my species. I feel like.
Jordan.
It was about to get much better for me though because I was going to insert
Oh my gosh.
a bottom feeder here that gains whenever this ones get attacked.
Oh my
and then I
gosh.
could have just started feeding on myself if I needed to. What's that? Oh yeah.
Hybridization. Do it,
Yes.
do it, do it, do it, do
If
it.
you all want to get our last super sweet promo card, now is your chance.
Enter now
Hybridization
or forever
has
hold
all
your
the
peace.
traits
Buy your
of the
tickets.
species to the left. It is
What?
super good.
That is
And that
super
could be
strong.
someone else's species.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's
That could
the
be
edge of your
Sam's
board.
gigantic species that has unlimited traits.
Oh.
If I had
Oh.
that, could you imagine if I had
So
that?
If Sam had
If you had 2 of them,
Oh my god.
that's so ridiculous.
All right.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was super fun. Are we gonna do a super quick review?
So do you think
Yes.
you would have, if this was still in play, you would have theoretically won, right?
Ha.
Definitely.
I don't know, but I had a chance to start catching up to Sam maybe.
I
With the extra
honestly with
aging.
the once the aging happened, like it was my incentive to like get everything out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the
Yeah,
game
I
is
was
free
gonna-
as possible.
Where's our surface pile?
Here.
Yeah, buy those tickets, chat. Yeah, I mean, my
Okay.
goal was to try and have more
Where's our
species than
categories?
Sam. Keep them all alive by using gain powers that all triggered off of the one attack, and just keep attacking over and over again.
Yeah.
What would have screwed me is if you eventually got a cannot be
Here,
attacked
that's
card
for
on your
Aqua.
species that I attacked the entire game. because that would have screwed my bottom feeder. But otherwise, it would have gone okay.
So all of these components that you guys saw on the stream, I just want to let you know, these are not final. This is a prototype.
Yes.
So some of the art has already changed. You can see the latest, I believe, on the Kickstarter page.
Exclamation point KS.
We have some really cool 3D printed reef boxes that are
cool.
awesome. They have like a little raised notch where you can put your event cards, and then we also have these awesome
Are there
clear.
supposed to be 2 colors in here?
No.
Nope, I
those
made
are-
a mistake.
Those are just.
I'll start separating.
Wow!
I'm
Wow!
for you to fix
Wow!
Don't let the color.
You have the other bag.
Sort out the
Wow.
colors,
Yeah, no.
right?
But one of the not colorblind people is the one who did it.
Oh, Sam's not a color. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Which one's aqua?
Those ones that
The gray.
Yeah, the big
green
pile.
and gray.
The
Those-
That one. Yeah.
the smaller pile.
There's
or
you have the bag with the other ones right in front of you.
This is dark blue.
Yes.
Dark blue.
Which one of us is colorblind?
These are the pale blue.
Well, I'm not sure anymore.
Exactly.
Yellow.
All right, well, that rolls really well into our first category, which is design.
Yes.
We're talking about, and I think we can lump this all together. We're talking about component quality, theme, artwork, and visual accessibility.
Except
Obviously, this
Only
is all a
part of
prototype.
It's pretty
Yeah,
close. Like
but
the
it's-
cards
yeah.
are pretty close. But
Card
yeah,
art is gorgeous.
You can check the. It is awesome.
Yep.
You can check the Kickstarter page for the final, or the close to final pieces as far as components go. But they are awesome.
I think
Yeah.
for the most
And
part,
that's thanks to you, right? Art director?
Not
I mean, this paper
not
thing
entirely
is,
to me. No,
it's kind of flimsy.
we're.
I messed up too.
Wow.
I just wasn't paying attention.
Hey, you wanted to rate it all. I was just saying this
Um,
paper is kind of flimsy. Maybe we could get something.
So Ben is
Lol.
also the art director and graphic designer on the project. So he is
Awesome.
also largely to be credited for
Yeah.
the design.
A plus Ben, A plus Bree.
Yep.
Mainly,
We love
I have
it.
just been as a like consulting basis.
Cool.
I like that almost all of the icons have different shapes. There's
Yeah. it helps
one
with-
pair of icons that have the same shape that it could be cool if they don't, but they're also in different positions, so it's like not the end of the world because they're on different parts of the card.
Is it
But
bad that we don't
There's
have
6
many
blue.
blues?
There's
Okay.
6
Yeah.
blue.
All right.
That's good.
but yeah, I think it's a gorgeous game. Like every Evolution game,
It's very art heavy.
yeah, it's very art heavy. It is a beautiful game.
Oh yeah, sure.
Even the like board pieces are cool. I love the colorful fish. Even though the different colors of the fish don't matter, I like that they are different colors, which is cool. So
Cool.
I give it a 5.
I give it a 5 as well.
Nice. When you turn fish into
5?
points, you should refer to as chips so you can have fish and.
I like it. Well played. Well played.
All right, theme. Does the theme fit the game mechanics? Is it an enticing theme? Does the game feel immersive? I thought, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like every Evolution game, I feel like the mechanics of the game are so well derived from the theme. It's what
like
makes
the Cthulhu leech being based off of the tongue leech thing. Like I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Also, just in general, I feel like that's a hallmark of Evolution games. Like the entire series is about showing like the real life theme translated into game mechanics.
Yeah, it's all the way over there though.
Okay.
So I'm definitely a 5 for theme.
Awesome. I think we're 5s all around. We already did artwork component quality. I think we're not gonna rate because
Yeah.
this is not the
Oh,
final game.
you're doing the old version.
I will say I
Where's
do.
the new version?
Just scroll down.
I will say I really do like the fact that
There you go.
Oh.
potentially in a full game, I don't know if that's gonna change, but that they're just all fish. That's actually
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah, I think it's.
Don't have I like
Is-
you wouldn't have to worry about keeping them in baggies this way when you're playing the full game.
Is
unless,
there a reason
unless
there
we're
are
counting.
different numbers of
It makes
each
it
color?
easier for counting. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a very specific number of each, and it'll say for a 2-player game, use like the blue and the yellow. For a 3-player, use the blue, yellow, red.
That's
for
so
4-player.
smart.
So that way you don't have to
Like, count them?
Count because the
Yes.
counting
I
is
love
such a pain in the
it.
butt.
That's so
And
cool.
that-
dump 'em in.
Yep, and that's why it's great to
Amazing.
bag them separately because you just grab the
Yeah.
bags you need.
For the
Awesome.
number of
All right,
players. Yeah.
perfect, sweet. So we're moving on to game experience. There's learning. How easy is it to pick up and understand the game? What learning resources does the game provide? Players' references, turn walkthroughs, strategy tips, apps, etc.
So obviously we can't talk much about resources because it's prototype,
Well,
and we didn't personally look at the rulebook.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
so
speak
we've
to
got
that because I went to
great
look up a
reference
card. The reference guide doesn't have all the deep cards, but I opened it and I immediately saw an FAQ question that
It references a lot of deep card interactions. That
yeah,
people have questions
that
about.
answered my question.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Oh, there's
and-
the giveaways. Got it.
I thought the
Take the
references were
other
super
one. That's also
amazing.
Yeah.
Learning, I mean, like any game with a lot of card interactions, I think that's a little bit difficult.
Yep.
My brain doesn't really work like that. I find these games really hard to pick up, but I thought the references were great. So like I'm between a 3 and a 4, and that's
Yep.
just my personal how I learned these games.
Okay. Sam, did you have any thoughts on that?
In the same, I will say that like it's very cool that none of the deep cards repeat. It's also like very interesting learning experience that none of the deep cards repeat.
Yeah.
So the mechanics start to like change and be super complicated when they're interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Coming from Evolution, I think this is actually an easier game to learn. I think
I would agree.
a lot of the things that made the game a little bit harder to learn were taken out or simplified. I would give it a 3. The thing that keeps it from being a 4 for me is just the uniqueness of the deep cards. So like you have to play a bunch to know what's out there. Like if I'd known that the card that Sam had or the card that you had that lets you eat a bunch on aging was out there, I would have just been drawing blind until I found them and just ignoring the other deep cards because they're so powerful and they felt so much more powerful than the other cards. Maybe they're not as powerful as I think, but they were very expensive and they paid off very well.
Yeah.
Expensive.
So I think that's a learning experience thing that just makes it harder. It imbalances it if you're having a new person play with an experienced person because they know what to look
I
for.
also want to add that these event cards, there's I think 25 of them total that come in the game, and you
Wow.
draw up a new one each time, and so every single game is totally different, and some
Awesome.
of these drastically change gameplay.
Cool.
I selected these to make the game simpler and go a little bit faster. But yeah, that's another thing that will definitely change the learning curve of the game.
Interesting.
Does the rule book suggest some starting events? Because that would be really cool for the learning experience to be like, here are good events that aren't going to make the game so crazy that you have a hard time learning the first one. If not, that would be my suggestion.
good
Because that's always a really good thing in games like this.
I don't see it. Just says put one random scenario card in each small ocean zone.
Okay.
So yeah.
Would be cool if it said like for your first game we suggest these 2
5
events.
dogs.
Right. I know that we are working on a quick start guide, so perhaps it will
Part
be
of that.
in that.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun. Okay, nice. Complexity. How complicated are the mechanics? Are there a lot of different pieces or board states to keep track of?
Yes.
I'm a 4. I think Evolution is a 5 on complexity, which again, it's an objective rating. It's not
a good
necessarily
or
a bad thing.
It's
Yeah.
just what you kind of like. Yeah.
I think this is a 4 because it does simplify a lot, but there's still a lot of board state you have to keep track of, especially now that like adjacency and stuff like that affects not just your own tableau but other people's. So it's like
Yeah.
you spend a lot more time watching what other people are doing than in the other Evolution game.
Yeah.
But it's less fiddly. 12.
I agree with 4. Yep. Oh,
That's like
Sam
4
gave
and
it
a
half. 4.5.
Oh, okay.
I see.
All right. Sam gave it 4.5.
Yeah.
Last one in this category
Right.
is strategic depth. How deep is the decision tree? Are the moves generally obvious, or is there a wide variety of options? 1 would be railroaded. 5 would be you can do anything.
Sam, do you want to start this time?
I'll say 2. I will say like some of the things that I didn't understand as we got later in, like 1, the transition from early state to end state was very difficult. I got super worried with my like gargantuan brain because I was like, all right, I actually have to end the game really soon, or else you guys are always going to make up more than I do on the shark cleaner, on whale cleaner, on all of this other stuff. And so like by the end, I couldn't sacrifice this thing necessarily because it was at like 7 points a turn engine.
Right.
But I also like couldn't really do much else, so it was just like ending the game sooner.
So you felt that had less strategic depth because you got in a situation where you didn't have a lot of choices?
I think you got yourself stuck.
I
And I
did get
think you
myself
deserved
stuck.
that.
Maybe.
I did get myself stuck.
I'm more of like a 3 or 4 on this. I think maybe 3 because, not 4 because you can only do one thing until halfway through the game. Well, I mean, it might have been like a third of the way through the game if we'd actually played it all out.
It'd be interesting if you could just take 2 actions from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a totally different game.
Yeah. There are a lot of different things you can do, but you can only do 1 or 2 of them each turn. So,
Yeah,
there's that.
It would have been interesting if like in the beginning of the game, like migrate is like a free action you can take per turn.
Yeah.
And then you can evolve one thing.
That would definitely trigger
Allow you to
events
trigger
faster.
events. Yeah, I basically ignored events because I was constantly trying to do stuff, and so migrate didn't have a lot of value to me.
Well, I think the moving
game,
in and
yeah.
out of events would have been more. Is an interesting mechanic
Right,
that
that's-
doesn't
yeah.
get played. Like once you're in the deep, then it's like a huge mechanic. So, and
Yeah.
especially given that like we played half the game, right?
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, I'd agree with Guilty that this is a 3. I think what keeps it being a 4 or 5 is, again, the only having one thing to do, whereas, you know, I think in terms of strategic depth, the original Evolution game is like a 5 because you can do anything you want on your turn. You can discard your whole hand to do something, right? There's so much that you can do on a turn in Evolution from the very first turn, whereas in this game you are very limited until you get to the Cambrian explosion. And then, you know, the second thing is that I do think there's a lot of depth to what you can do with the cards in terms of the traits. But unlike Evolution, if you get a card that is not useful to you, it is not useful to you. You just discard it and draw something else. Whereas in Evolution, there are mechanics around like actually making those cards useful. So that's, I think it gives you less choice. It's just I need to go fish for something else and try and get different
he's like,
cards.
go fish.
And then, you know, once you have an engine going, your choices become more limited, like Sam said. Like, even for me, I locked myself into I must be an attack engine and I must attack that one species that she had, because if I didn't do that, my other species would start dying off. Now, I could have decided to just sacrifice it and go a different way, and maybe that would have been correct. But as you build your engine, I think your choices become more limited. So I think 3 is fair.
Yeah. And honestly, as someone who easily feels overwhelmed by choices, I liked that about it.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, and I know that some people would prefer the anything sandbox, but I felt like it was a pretty good middle of the road for my style of game.
Yep.
So I appreciate that.
Cool.
Our final category is overall excitement to play this game again. How excited are you about that? And does the game have good replayability?
Gong Man. Only a 2.
So I there's not a number value.
Yeah, there is. It's 1 to 5.
Everything's 1 to 5. Hey!
There we go.
I mean, so the thing is, I really like this game. I think my concern with games like this always is the people you play with. And so if I end up playing with people who get overly competitive or like to really min-max, I might find this game
Ian.
slightly more frustrating.
I don't even believe Ian exists.
He was on stream last week.
You just
true.
pull him out to
It's
make
true.
yourself seem less
He was on
min-maxed.
stream
I
last
thought
week.
he was going to be here this time.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
That is to say, though, I really do enjoy games. Like, I mean, I know there's not a digital version yet. Soon, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe it's
This is the type of game I
Stretch
think
goal?
I would really enjoy playing digitally, because one, it'd be a lot faster as the AI kind of went through.
Yep.
Be a lot easier to like look at the AI's cards.
shade keeps
and see
coming.
everything.
Setup would be
Attack
faster.
values, food
Yeah.
values.
So I think this is the sort of game I would love to play against an AI and just keep churning through games every day. Whether I would find the right friend group to play this and have it be enjoyable for me, that's what makes it a 3. It's like a digital 5.
Okay.
I also want to add that with the 100+ unique deep cards that are in the game, combined with the 12 base traits, we have over 1 million combinations.
Yeah, it's
As far as
That's
species
crazy.
you can create.
Yeah, so replayability is through the roof.
Yeah.
And then we've got 25 different event cards, and then also different starting amounts in the reef. So every game is going to be
Cool.
pretty much unique.
I'm a 4.75.
Okay.
I love the art in this game, and I'm just a sucker for pretty cards. So I want to keep playing it so I can see all the cards. I felt like I was really excited about some of the deep cards I got, but I couldn't afford to play. So I would want to, keep playing so that I could play the cards that I, was excited about. My 0.75 comes from the fact that usually when I play games, it's with a cervix light who completely ruined.
So a cervix light is a 0.25 problem, is what I'm hearing.
Is a 0.25 problem. It's true, and it's kind of like what Sam was saying is like Dominion. We can't play Dominion anymore because Acerbic has played too much Dominion, and it's not fun for anyone else.
Oh yeah, I'm banned from playing Dominion forever.
See, exactly.
100%.
What? Don't you what me, sir?
My family will not play Dominion with me, so I understand.
I would keep playing it. I would just have to go through that. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. I really like this game.
Cool.
But it has that potential. It could enable one of those type of people. Let's play Dominion. Get out. You and Jordan can play Dominion together.
Okay. But we have to have attack cards, or else it's just 4-player solitaire. I'm wavering between a 3 and a 4. I think I definitely want to play this game again. I would probably suggest it if I was at a game night. For me, I think I really want to go through and figure out the different strategies, and I really want to learn more of the deep cards, and so those are things that drive me to want to play games again, as we've talked about on the stream in the past. The one thing that I felt like I was having problems I want there to be more different types of cards in the main surface deck, because I found a lot of instances where there were cards I couldn't use very effectively, and so I discarded them, and then I drew more cards I couldn't use very effectively. Yes. And I was trying to dig for different cards that I hadn't seen yet, and so I wanted more variety because there's no other mechanic to use those cards like there are in other Evolution games. So if I could, the other mechanic is Migrate, but Migrate costs so much because you have to give up an action. If Migrate was something I could do for free to get rid of a dead card, maybe that would make it a less of a thing, but I think generally I would just love to see more different variety of cards in the surface deck, maybe some less strong versions of some of the cool mechanics that appear in the deep deck, because there were some mechanics that came up where I was like, whoa, this is really powerful. I would love to see a really weak surface card that allows you to take an extra population off when you age, or something like that. Maybe it's just this species takes 2 instead of 1, or something basic like that would be cool. And I'm sure there are a bunch of really cool ideas and abilities in this deep deck that we didn't even see, that maybe having mild versions of them would be super powerful.
Yeah, I feel like more cards, and then maybe toning down the cycling mechanics slightly. You can only draw 4 cards per turn, so you can't just dump your entire hand.
Yeah, because I mean, at one point I literally discarded my entire hand, and I think I drew 6.
I feel like if we had replayed this game entirely, if we all discarded our entire hand every turn, we wouldn't have been that much worse off.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. There were many times when I pitched my entire hand.
Yeah.
Redraw.
Yeah.
But overall, I definitely want to play this game. It's a beautiful game. It's a really fun game. It is a
Ooh.
fantastic spiritual successor.
Maybe if schooling had aging +1 on it in the most recent sets or something neat like that.
What?
That's cool. I like that idea.
Wonder
Yeah.
if schooling has aging +1 in the most recent sets.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never really wanted to play schooling.
Which one was cool?
Schooling was the one
If
where it
it's
can't be attacked if you have 4 or more.
then
Yeah.
you can't be attacked.
So if you have something that's always going to have lots of population,
Yeah.
it's good. I played it.
That'd be super
I
OP.
found it okay, but I felt like I had to have another defensive card with it,
Yeah.
which is great because it did have the thing where you could play 2 of them at once, but that's taking up 2 of your traits just to get an okay extra defensive card.
If I'm not mistaken, that double defense thing has been removed in the most recent version.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, interesting.
Which double defense? then?
I'm actually okay with that.
So being able to play 2 of the black defensive cards that have the little plus icon on it, I think that's no longer in the latest version.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think I only saw like 3 cards that had that in the whole deck. So it was like Transparent and Inkling and
Transparent and
Schooling,
Ink,
I think
yeah.
were the only ones I saw. So removing it doesn't change the game a lot, I don't
Yeah.
think.
I think it changes the game quite a
I think
lot.
it
Sorry,
does.
it doesn't
Yeah.
change it in a
Yeah.
bad way, is
Yeah.
what I mean.
No.
Like you're not,
That
you're
would
not,
have totally
doesn't
changed
hurt the game.
our
that's what I mean.
initial
It doesn't hurt the
strats.
game by taking it out, is what I meant.
I don't
I
hurt
don't
your
think it would,
game.
yeah.
All right, let's draw this giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you all got your tickets because we are about to draw the giveaway for this awesome hybridization card. Thank you all for being here tonight. We are going
Thank
to
you,
pick
Bree.
the winner
We
right
got hype
now.
in chat for Bree. Thank you for being here.
I'm so happy to
Whoop,
be here.
whoop, whoop. Oh, a cervix site. I'll open it up again because I saw you do that. Oh wait, you already have 25. What are you doing? You already have 25 tickets to cervix site.
You don't need this.
Oh god.
I
Who
mean, you might.
who else needs tickets? Buy those tickets quick. Quick, 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 quick. Maverick Mark, buy tickets. Get some tickets right now before we close it. All right, there we go. Everybody's in. Good luck. Gong roll, please.
Oh, just drum roll it.
And the winner is Mood.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
I actually can hand deliver to
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome.
A friend of mine in the Bay Area.
There you go.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yay.
Congratulations, Mood.
Amazing.
Mood's,
All right.
Mood's a big winner tonight.
Yeah.
Got a
Really.
sub.
So now, Mood, you gotta
Rigged.
You gotta
Oh
kickstart.
my.
Yeah,
Oh
kickstart the game.
my.
You
Super
have
rigged.
9 days to kickstart
You gotta
the game.
kickstart it.
Yep, quick. Yeah, and definitely go check out the Kickstarter, !KS. I want to see what it's up to now. Oh my
Amazing.
god, it keeps going. Wait,
Where are we at?
Hold on.
Oh my
it just
gosh.
gained another. Okay,
Almost
it
2,000.
gained over 2,000. It's like 2,400 in pledges since we started. Mood, thank you for the 400 biddies.
Wow.
That's amazing. So
Sweet.
almost to 420,000 pledged.
Maybe we'll get
which is
420 by
insane.
420.
Yeah, that. I think we'll
think
get
we will.
420 by tonight.
Yeah.
So definitely go check that out. They have a standard edition, a deluxe edition, and some other cool stuff going on. And thank you, Bree, for joining us tonight. It's always amazing to
It's
have
a
you on the
pleasure.
stream.
I love coming here.
What
'cause
are we
You
playing?
feed me well.
Right.
The Twitch offices have good cafeteria.
And not just old Swedish fish.
Not just old Swedish fish.
Oh, you got one already?
Oh no, I just gave him everything in the category.
This
Okay.
seems fine. They're
Oh yeah,
actually
that's the one
playing
I was
in
looking at.
person?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
What are we playing next week, Jordan?
Next week, we are doing a feature for the soon-to-be launched Vorpal board, which is a system for remotely playing physical board games. So, yeah, imagine like Roll20 meets Tabletop Sim, except all of the components of the game are the physical game that you have.
So good.
What?
That is a true PSA.
If you get Harry enough hard to your that's
Oh man.
fantastic. All right, I have work to do now.
We need a date at the
Right.
courthouse.
Uh,
Probably booked
let's
up.
see. So Barracuda already backed for the deluxe edition, which is awesome.
Amazing. All right, let's go rating.
Yes, so we're going to do Vorpal Board next week, and the week after that, we are going to be playing My Little Scythe, which I'm super excited about.
Yes, I'm super excited about that too.
That looks adorable.
PMZ 465.
What is
Congratulations
happening?
on that sub.
Just call out for
How
next
exciting.
week. We're going to try our best to make a very engaging stream, potentially being a player game sort of thing.
Yes.
So please come back. and play with us.
Players.
Yeah, chat.
Chat's gonna get to play.
We'd like to give you all not only the chance to play, but also to see the full product, including their web experience, where you can see the high quality stuff that it's capturing. And one of the creators of Vorpal Board will be playing with us remotely as well, which is super, super cool.
Nice.
And you'll understand just how much Jordan rigs games.
It's true.
Yeah.
You get to play with us.
Yep, I'm
That's
going to rig
true.
all of the games.
And on that
Gonna
note,
rig it.
Yes, we're going to go raid the Brain Dead Co. Everyone go over there and show them some love. They're playing Bears versus Babies right now. Appreciate everyone who stopped by tonight. Thank you, Bree, for joining us. And we will see you all
Yay.
next week for Vorpal Board. So have a good evening and go show some love on this raid and keep watching some awesome tabletop games for the rest of the night. Have a good night. Bye.